motherfucking. Oh, hold on, let it go. Now we on. Hey, tap in, nigga, log in. Smoke a lot radio. We going all in. Hey, it's your host with the most culatto smoke, yuck mouth in the building with the human Rolodex, the plug and the connect.
the Rolodex himself, network. Go there. Ugh.
And with the beautiful and lovely
Bing, bing.
Lady Divinity.
Yo, yo.
yes.
It's your girl, hardest working lady of the Bay Area. You already know what it is.
Yiddy, yada, man. Hey, how my motherfucking team doing, man? You feel me?
Man, I feel amazing. I got my hair did today.
I feel amazing. The purple ring.
Yeah, today was a good day, except for it rained, and I was bored of it, and I'm annoyed of it because we're in LA, and it shouldn't be raining this hard, but you know.
Yeah, LA is fucked right now. I just got out that rain. I'm staying my ass in the house. Fuck.
I'm in the Bay right now, man. Oh man, trust me, it's raining like it's floody out here. I just got back from Santa Cruz fucking with Lemon Tree. Shout out to them, was on the show last week.
Shameless plug.
Dude, amazing. The weather's crazy out here, man. What's going on, y'all, in the world? Talk to me. Can we get some insight?
Nigga, we are in the motherfucker.
The last days?
Oh, have you read Revelations?
Uh-oh.
Have you read Revelations? We are in the book of Revelations and the seals are breaking.
Oh, man.
Them shits is breaking right now, and we seeing this shit in front of our eyes, nigga. It's earthquakes where they never been earthquakes before. It's snow and tornadoes and tsunamis where it never been ever in life, nigga. So, yeah, it's going down, man. We are our lifetime, we are witnessing a lot of fucking history. We witnessed the first black president. Like, we witnessed the virus. I ain't gonna even say the word. Like, that shit changed life still to this day. We witnessed 9/11. We witnessed a lot of shit. The assassination of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like all that shit, man. We lived our life is the booklet to life, man. I don't know what they're gonna do after we leave. What history these young niggas gonna put up? I don't see the next Malcolm X right now. I don't see the next Martin Luther King. I'm sorry, I don't.
Nobody wants to be the one. That's why everybody wants to be a follower.
Everybody is hustlers and scammers, man. These hotep niggas is just whole niggas niggas that's pimping y'all. They treat y'all like hoes. They pimping your pockets. Oh, we need a motherfucking GoFundMe for this. We need a motherfucking this for that. We need this for that. And they pocket the money. They ain't going out to the community, helping the motherfucking homeless, helping the motherfucking families that need rehabilitation, helping the kids and shit. They ain't doing none of that shit. They pocketing that money and preaching the same shit the preacher preach. You know what I mean? Make us feel like we all, you know what I mean, hurt, we going through it, and we got to give them the money to speak for us. Nigga, I can read the Bible myself. And motherfucker, I can read all these African content myself without paying you all my money, nigga, for you not doing shit. Period. Sorry about that.
That's facts, Yuck. Can I put a teaser on that? Can I?
Yes, indeed.
You know what's crazy, man? Is it safe to talk tonight?
Please do.
Is it safe
Please do.
to talk? It's crazy because today I went and I just went with my cousin, man, before I got on the show to show the world our greatness,
Right.
I went and got me a burrito, man, and I pulled up, man, I see this market that I've seen for years, all the way from San Jose to San Francisco, called Chavez Market. You know what I say to you? Now, they're from San Jose, and I remember when they had one store. Now they got hundreds of stores. We as a people, and we all together, and I get it, but man, that made me feel good, but at the same time made me sad, Yuck. You see all these people are making, I was in Oakland or Fruitville the other day. Same shit. Mexicans stay united and stay getting it, dude. And us as a people, we need to look and value what's going on, man.
No, we hustling each other. We trying to get some money out of each other. Instead of bringing our money together, we trying to get money out of each other. You know what I mean? Like, I love religion. You know what I mean? I love God. But the way they abusing that shit right now to just milk the people until you show me a God Bank of America or Jesus, you know what I mean, Bank of fucking the world, where the fuck is my ties going? Don't say.
Hey, I'll tell you. You want to know where your tires are going? I'll tell you where your tires going. Airplane.
I know where the fuck they going, but I'm asking the preacher, nigga. Meanwhile, while niggas is still on welfare, EBTs, niggas struggling on motherfucking Section 8, can't pay their rent, paying their tithes. Meanwhile, the preacher buying another jet. The preacher buying another jet and another jet. And another motherfucking housing, another fucking apartment building, another fucking hotel. And they doing all these ventures, but they just coming up. And they getting free fucking money. Tax free.
Tax free.
God ain't getting none of that money, my nigga.
You know what hurt my heart too? I love Joel Osteen. Loved him. I love Joel Osteen.
Hey, fuck that nigga, man. He
no,
robbing the
I did. Can I
hey, because what he did on when that shit flooded,
he wouldn't let nobody in.
Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. I was so inspired by that, brother. And when I saw them filming, y'all love him, and they filming, and he talked about the place was flooded out, and they were showing, no, it wasn't. But you know who came through? The Mattress King. He let everybody stay over there.
Man, that nigga that opened up his church when that shit, everything was flooding out there. He's a sucker, man. Fuck TD Jakes, all them niggas,
what
man.
What TD do? I love TD.
I didn't TD, man. That nigga preaching the wrong shit, man. Period. That nigga hustling us too, man. Nigga TD, man. I ain't gonna even go there, man.
Don't even go there. Don't go there.
All these little, come on, man.
Man,
hold on, man. What the Bible say?
Facts.
The church, the house of God is the body. Is in the body.
In the body, brother.
We are walking around in church in your body. Your spirit in your body.
We are the temple.
We are the temple. So why the fuck I need to go? Come on, I can read my own scriptures. I don't need the preacher. All he do is dissect the scripture. Like you don't know how to read. Chapter 10, 11. God said, do. Jesus said, Matthew said.
As soon as everybody start talking about God, nobody want to talk.
And then the nigga hit you with this. Well, this is what John meant. This is what Moses meant. Nigga, I know what he meant. I just read the same shit you read.
Facts.
The fuck you talking about?
Facts, no fiction.
So now you add the choir in, you get a little jingle and shit and some announcements. Fuck out of here, bro.
Well, you know, I tell you what. You ready for what's been going on in the world? What about? Let's go. Let's jump.
I love God, man, but that church shit is a hustle. Period.
What about Young Ma? You seen that picture on Young Ma on the internet? The fans were a little curious. Lady Divinity, you saw that everybody was, they were like, she didn't look like she was, she might have been going through something, man.
Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't tell if it was like a filter.
Man, I thought what's going on the internet, I seen an old lady turn into a fine ass motherfucker. She had no teeth. But when she walked out that motherfucker, she was bad.
Yeah, you just never know. So much AI technology. You can make anything look like anything. So I don't know if it was real or not, but I did notice a difference. Yeah, I don't know. It was like the eyes or something. I was like,
speaking on our ladies, what about Christian Rock? What about her with the thing with her in Blueface where he said he had a couple bodies on him where, with the girls, and she's like, she want to get an abortion now. And so
here's what I think about it. I feel like you don't need to get an abortion based off of what the guy's doing. If you want a child, you want a child. It's like what
I'm talking from a woman now.
Yeah, it's like whether the man is cheating or not, like that's already your baby too. Like a lot of women raise children on their own. It's not like it can't be done. And she's gonna have a village. She's so popular. She's got a gang of friends and family. There's no way that baby will be abandoned or neglected. So I don't think she should make her decision based off of Blueface. Right. I think she should make it based off of her own capabilities.
Well, what about that French Montana thing when he went on a date with that Ruby chick, with Ruby Rose? What y'all think about that?
French Montana and Ruby Rose?
Yeah, they went on a date.
I did not hear about that, but good for them.
Hey, hold on. No, you bring an exclusive. It's true.
No, we ain't talking about that. What about Tax Stone fucking testifying today, man? Y'all talking all this motherfucking Hollywood Unlocked shit. We are not that. Whatever that fruity nigga name from fucking Fresno, we are not him. Let's stick to the content, man. We are not that shit. Salute to that nigga. He popping. But we not that gay nigga, man. We ain't talking that what that nigga be talking, man.
Well, where should we go with this, King?
Yo, y'all know Troy Ave, right?
Break it down.
Y'all heard of Troy Ave and Tax Stone, right? The podcast of Tax Stone. And the reason why I want to bring this up because it's a lot of funk going down with podcasters and content creators with industry niggas. And I'm like, this is what it leads to. You know, this is a prime example. You got two brothers facing murder charges. You know what I mean? Facing life in jail and hella years in jail because of a blogger talking shit. You know what I mean? Like these other bloggers. And these niggas finally seen each other in the club and to go down. So, bruh, Troy Ave.
To the fight, huh?
So, boom. So they see each other in the club, right? Allegedly. This is all alleged. This is just from what I'm hearing. Troy Ave walk into the motherfucking VIP and the podcaster nigga like see him. He like, what up? You know what I mean? Across the, like, what's happening on some funk shit. Ooh. So they instantly get active. So, oh boy, Troy Ave, bodyguard, sock the nigga. Wow, you get sock the nigga, right? And then he slipped and fell on the nigga. So they wrestling on the ground. And it's just them two. Yeah, they wrestling like a motherfucker. It was funky. And then the boy Troy Ave seen a flare, a flash. Bah! Heard the gunshot. Ooh. So the homeboy ended up getting popped on the ground.
Man down.
Got killed. Killed.
Man down.
His homeboy got killed, my nigga.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So Troy Ave sees this and tries to wrestle the gun out the dude's hand.
The nigga is Superman?
And he gets shot in each leg. He gets shot in his legs. He still wrestled the shit out the nigga hand. Hold on, he gets shot in both legs, still wrestled out the nigga hand.
Oh,
take the gun. Hold on, let me tell the story. Take the gun and get the clapping out the niggas. Right, made them niggas run out the gun, disarmed them with their own pistol, nigga, and start blapping on them niggas with their own ooh-wop, right? So now, like, that should be saluted. Niggas is going against Troy Ave, like, ah. Anyway, innocent people got shot. Bullets went through the floor and shot people, one in the stomach. Somebody, a girl got hit. A girl got hit. So look at all this shit that went down over a blogger talking shit about an industry shit, more industry dude, more the story. You see where it's going,
right?
So when you got the dudes that's on here that's instigating and talking shit about you and just draw your name out of a fucking jar of names. To diss, I'm gonna diss this nigga today. I'm gonna diss. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe because you be going through the same shit Troy Ave is going through with Tax Stone. This shit get real. It's all cute and lying until y'all see each other and it go down. And niggas facing murder charges. Straight up.
Locked up.
Now, that's unfortunate.
Let me bust this down. So boy get an opportunity, right? He facing 15 to 25 years, right? Troy Ave. They give him a deal. If he testify about what happened that night, they will give him a year only. My question to y'all, if your homeboy got killed, and you had to wrestle a gun out of a nigga hand and start clapping, and you were facing 25 years and they offer you a year to just tell what happened that night, what are you gonna do?
Oh my God, that's a
I'm gonna do like the problem and shut the fuck up and don't say nothing.
So you gonna take the 25 years?
You just disappear, you know.
This is what I'm gonna do.
You just go off the map.
Fuck up and get to one of the baddest fucking attorneys in the world. Bro, believe me, nigga, I done see some amazing shit happen with money.
You're getting 15 to 20. Your baddest lawyer in the game got you a year. All you gotta do is testify. That's what your lawyer got. He got you a year if you testify.
The lawyer know.
It's a trick.
That nigga know fucking with the mob. We don't better act shit like that. We gonna fuck with the mob, Lord. We ain't fucking with no bullshit, motherfuckers.
But bro, you clapped the nigga. You clapped a couple niggas, bro. You gotta tell why these innocent bystanders, niggas, lawsuits and everything. You gotta really make yourself look innocent, nigga. Innocent people got hit.
You want the truth?
A nigga lost his intestines. A nigga was still on his shit bag because of that shit.
You want the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get active if you ain't ready to deal with the consequences, my nigga. So you might
ignore these niggas, bro.
Hey, that part, nobody talks about.
Nobody told the nigga to jump in there and do that. Nigga,
nobody talks about what could happen, and I think that's the problem.
Hey, that was the night you made the most fucked up choice. You should have did that. I mean, I get it.
No, there was a podcaster that was the aggressor. He was defending himself. His homeboy got killed. Nigga, what are you gonna do? He trying to shoot you too next. Are you gonna wrestle the gun out this nigga hand and what are you gonna do? Just lay there, nigga. You already shot 2 times. You shot in both legs. He done popped you, he done killed your nigga and shot you 2 times.
You want the raw dog
What
truth?
are you gonna do?
You want the raw dog truth? I'm gonna be honest with you. We've all been in some situations and some.
You
some
talking about be quiet and stay out of nigga business?
I'm telling you right now. We all been in some life situations. At the end of the day, ain't nobody, not you, not me, can say what you gonna do because at the end of the day, you don't know what's gonna happen. When that shit's happening, nigga, you gotta be prepared like a tiger, nigga. You gotta know when to move and how to handle it. You can't just move wildly. You know what I'm saying? Don't like. Nigga, don't react to react. You feel me? You gotta think. You can't fucking move stupidly. You gotta damn near move out the matrix. You gotta move out of dimension, my nigga. And you gotta when this shit's going down, when the shit going down, if you've been in some real survival shit, your body will tell you how to react. And his body told him to tussle and bustle and get down, and his instincts was on his grind. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, he might not have felt those gunshot wounds because the nigga might have been on some drink or some shit. You feel me?
No, nigga, I done got shot. I didn't even feel it. It's adrenaline.
I just said that.
Once that adrenaline pumping, you don't.
Yeah, and it's burning and shit.
It's not even burning. You don't even feel it until afterwards. Nigga, you like He-Man. Look, bro, your adrenaline pumping. You don't feel punches. You don't feel none of that shit. You probably got stabbed. You don't feel none of that shit until you actually slow down and boom, your adrenaline go down and you feel all that shit. Then you drop. You know what I mean? You bleed and shit, but nigga, you don't feel that, bro.
That's what goes to tell you how our body reacts. Like when you put your hands in water, you get all, you know, your hands can stick to you. Exactly. Your body
and didn't feel it, nigga. Like kept going. Nigga, I was running when I got shot. Nigga kept going. Like I never even felt it, nigga. Adrenaline, boy. Period. So that boy had that adrenaline. That boy got popped in both his legs, stood up on them legs, and chased niggas out.
The nigga was on the ground crawling. The nigga was
he stood up on them legs and chased
come on, man. No, man. No. Now you go really
shot legs. You see in the camera, it's bleeding like a motherfucker. Both sides of the leg leaking. That nigga running through the club, popping at niggas, allegedly.
Allegedly, he better ask. Hey, allegedly.
That ain't allegedly. That's on camera, nigga. That ain't allegedly.
Yeah. He better ask God real faithful what he should do and take it. Him and God need to talk about that.
Hey, and the nigga on here said, man, just get up out of there. Like, you done got shot 2 times. Your nigga done got killed. What you mean just get up out of there? Nigga, you right here on IG, you was hella crazy. That nigga said, hey, just get up out of there, nigga. How? Nigga got popped twice. Your nigga got killed.
Hey, Hey, remember back in the day? Remember that party? Remember that back in the day? We was in a town and niggas was running out of the park back at that concert for Breaking Bread. When niggas see motherfuckers running, niggas start running.
Well, bruh said they both ratted on each other, man. So with that being said, man, we got the motherfucking we got the guests in the motherfucking building, man. Live from East motherfucking Oakland. The king of the hyphy. The king of the hyphy. Mr. Sick-a-Luff for his motherfucking self.
Got it.
Mr. Himself. Mr. That's my word. Cause y'all niggas taking this nigga's money every motherfucking day of the week. Mr. 3 for Leah.
Say it again. Goddamn.
Ain't 3 times crazy in this motherfucker, man.
Damn
business. I had to break out the A's jersey for this one, nigga.
Damn business.
Now welcome the legendary KEAK the motherfucking Sneak. Yada.
Man, so my dudes, man. What's up?
Sneak attack. What's happening with it, bye?
Man, I'm just having it my way, man. At the house, kicking back, chilling. You know what I mean? Looking at it. What's up with my guys, man? What's up with y'all?
It's all about you, my brother.
Hey, brother.
Yes, me.
What's up?
My brother right there, man. What's up with y'all, bro? Man, smoke a lot, man. What's happening?
Hey, man, you alumni. You'd have been on this motherfucker a couple times, bro. You feel me?
You already know, man.
But it's always been a team effort with multiple individuals, man. So this is where we really want to get to the down and dirty, the history of KEAK the Sneak, man. We want to go way back into right now, man. We want to just give the fans the history, bro, because I know a little. I don't know all. You know what I mean? I know a little, but I don't know all. I want to take it back, man. You know what I mean? Let's take it back to when you was young, man. Your first passion was football, right?
Yeah, baseball actually. You know
Baseball. And that was everybody was playing for Grotto, all that shit.
Yeah, Greenman Field, right there on Havens Court in the village.
The Ville, right across the street from the Ville.
Yeah. Playing Little League baseball. Then it was Oakland Dynamite. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn,
you know?
Dynamite. If you had a Dynamite jersey, nigga, you had all the bitches as a little nigga.
Oakland Dynamite, 1992. You know what I mean? My grandmama stayed right there in the Murder Goods, right down the street from Manzanita. Manzanita Elementary School. Adrian stayed down the hill on 25th. But I hooked up with him. Me and Adrian used to rap against each other every day at Bret Hart. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on, nigga. Hold on. You're going too fast. Slow down, Turbo. We got to ask these main questions we asked everybody that ever rapped before. Drew Dale's first song was called I Love You. His first name was Lil Droopy or something. What was your first rap name, and what was the first song you ever wrote as a rapper?
My first rap name was C-Rock.
C-Rock, what's up, C-Rock?
What up, C?
I'm calling you C-Rock forever. What's up, C-Rock?
Yeah, I was C-Rock. You feel me? And my partner, his name was G-Rock. So we was the Iceland Posse.
G-Rock.
Yeah. That was the what?
Iceland Posse.
The what?
The Iceland Posse.
The Iceland
Posse.
That nigga first group was the Iceland Posse, nigga. I posse your own way.
Yeah. We had yeah.
What was your first rap song?
The first song we wrote, we had a song that went fucking with hoes, fucking with hoes, fucking with hoes. I think it went something like that. I can't really remember.
Okay.
It was like 90, like 89, 90. You know what I mean? We still was in elementary. You feel me? Like 5th, 6th grade and shit. Yeah. So after elementary, and we all went to different junior high schools. I think G went to Calvin Simmons, and then I went to Bret Hart, or something like that. And then we fucked around, and we, you know how it be when everybody go their separate different ways and shit, and you stop seeing that nigga every day, and you know what I mean? You move on, and you link up with different people. So I went solo, and my name was Mr. Flo. I changed my name to Mr. Flo, and then I used to freestyle hella much. You know what I mean? That was that's really how I came up with my style. You know what I mean? With how I was, with how I was rapping and shit, with how I rap, just from freestyling. My shit used to be straight from the dome. You know what I mean? I wasn't really writing. I used to just come off the dome. You know? I hooked up with Asian Man, and we was called the Two Raw Brothers.
What year was this when you linked up with AG?
Like 92, 91, 92.
Y'all went to the same school together? How y'all do that?
Yeah, we went to Bret Hart. And then I don't know, I think he got kicked out. He was going to we was at Street Academy. You know what Street Academy
Old school
is?
Street Academy, nigga. Come on now.
We started going to Street Academy. But yeah, Asian Man, he had a song called The Oakland Public Schools Can't Fade Us. It was called The Oakland Public Schools. The Oakland Public Schools can't fade us. The Oakland Public Schools can't fade us. And from there, we went through a few different names. We went to Two Raw, then we changed our name to Dual Committee. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Pause right there. I got a question to ask you, because I met Asian Man in 91, 92. When I was doing my camp bid, and I used to come to 73rd over there at my nigga Damon and Farad house. He would live like right above Lockwood. I don't know, was his mama house or something, but he had his cousin living there. His cousin played the piano or some shit like that. So the first time I met AG was like, he rapped. And he was doing some gospel shit. He was on some church shit.
Adrian Man was?
Adrian Man. You don't remember? He was doing gospel rap. You don't
Yeah,
remember?
he was preaching and everything. This was before all of this. He used to be the youngest dude with a Bible, wearing a suit, going to church. He was an actual pastor when we was kids. You know what I mean?
I told you, I met him. He was a church rapper on 73rd. Nigga, I went to his house. His cousin was playing the piano, nigga. This before I made Ice Cream Man, any of that shit. He just lived up the street, and he was the first nigga that I knew that was rapping.
When I hooked up with when I hooked up with him, I'm the one that got him. I'm like, fuck that, nigga. We finna cuss. He was like, let's don't cuss. So we was writing songs without cussing and shit. He like, we're gonna do so we can be on the radio. I'm like, fuck that, nigga. We started cussing. I was cussing, smoking weed. So I don't know if I steered him away from the gospel for a minute, but I did.
Yeah, you did, nigga. Yeah, you did. Bad influence. Yeah, you did.
For sure. And I wrote Hit the Gas because me and T-Funk was stealing cars and shit. You feel me? We was getting in high speeds and hella shit. And me and my nigga T-Funk, you know what I mean? Tadio Woods. So I wrote Hit the Gas. You feel me? Nigga was 5-0 behind you, Hit the Gas. That was a dual committee song at first. Me and Adrian Man had like 2 different verses. We had 2 verses apiece. That was back when niggas was doing 4 verses. You feel me? Nigga, a song was 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, damn near 5.
7 minutes. 7 minutes. Niggas had 2-minute verses.
Yeah, nigga, everybody had 2-3 verses. Feel me?
Right. So how y'all link up with Bo when y'all do the dual committee shit? How y'all 2 Oakland niggas? How y'all link up with a Sacramento nigga?
Yeah, Soul Beat. You know what I mean? We fucked around in '93. We did Soul Beat Day. Dual committee. And, we rocked that motherfucker. You feel me? We was doing hella shit. We fucked around and did Hip Hop on the Green. You remember Hip Hop on the Green?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was in San Jose that year. And that's when Marvelous came out with Ghetto Blues. And I think SIBO had Gas Chamber out. And yeah, so we rocked that motherfucking Hip Hop on the Green. And then AWOL Records, they seen us. And them niggas wanted to sign us. You feel me? So that's how we hooked up with Bo and we started going back and forth to SAC. Back then, I think I was like 14. Age was 15. Nigga had a permit. It was back when a nigga could drive and get jacked and they wouldn't tow you shit, they just give you a ticket. You know what I mean? We was driving, nigga, so we was driving back and forth to SAC, fucking with AWOL Records. We ended up doing a little deal with them and we hooked up with Bo. And we on that album, The Autopsy, Stomping in My Steel Toe. That's the name of the song me and Adrian Man was on. The first shit that we was on that came out on SIBO, Autopsy. AWOL left us on hold for like a year, and they had Pizzo, they had Roof Dog, and Mississippi, Marvelous. We felt like we was in line and we wanted to drop some shit now. So we fucked around and Adrian Man and Bart, them niggas kind of grew up together. You know what I mean? They been knowing each other. I think BA was fresh from New York somewhere. He was in New York. He got a lot of family in New York. So BA came from New York. And Age was like, we should change our name because we got in a little shit with AWOL and they was trying to say they don't do a committee and some shit. We had we had to get out of that contract and shit, but we changed our name to we had a song called Rap Maniac. And the chorus went Psycho Maniac 3 times crazy. Psycho Maniac 3 times crazy. We like, nigga, we 3 times crazy. You feel me? We put Bart in the group. Mind you, me and Adrian had been writing for 2-3 years, so we had 100-something songs ready. We just needed to get in the lab. So we just gave Bart hella motherfucking titles. That nigga had to write hella verses. I ain't gonna lie.
Had to catch up.
That nigga had to catch up. We was knocking them motherfuckers down, and I remember BA always used to be the last one to write his verse, because me and Age had hella shit. We had hella material, you know? But B, that nigga kept up. That nigga kept up. He just was writing his verses on site. You know what I mean? We was knocking them down. We hooked up with Dollars and Spence and Tom Capone. You know what I mean? That's during
How
this
that
time.
how that happened, bro? You gotta like, how did they even discover y'all? Dollars and Spence? Because what I was told, I thought, hold on, let me explain. I was told that Tone Capone came up with the name 3 Times Crazy, and he
Never.
made and put y'all together as a group. That's what I was told, or Dollars and Spence, one of them. But I know that CNH was, and Dollars and Spence was all up under Ted. That's up under Too Short Car. So they got the game from Ted, you know what I mean, to start making record labels and grabbing young niggas. You know what I mean? So how did you link up with Dollars and Spence and Tone?
Okay, I think Bart and Age met the nigga Spence. Feel me? He heard them niggas rap or whatever, and they was telling him about me. Like we got somebody else in the group. Feel me? Mind you, we still was doing committee at that time. But I told you where we got 3 Times Crazy from. The song me and Adrian Man had called Rap Maniac. All right, so long story short, them niggas was riding around with Spence. They was looking for me. They finally found me, and they was like, "Sneak, spit one to that nigga," and I spit one. And that day we went to the studio. We went to Berkeley. That's when Tom Capone and One Drop Scott at the house on McGee Street in Berkeley, down the street from Beehive, from Berkeley High. Their studio was upstairs and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, we started recording. Nigga, we did Hit the Gas. We had hella songs. We was coming there. I still was going to school, so I used to cut school at lunchtime and go and catch the bus to Berkeley and go knock down hella songs with the niggas. You know what I mean? We was recording like a motherfucker. That's during the time y'all niggas had just signed with New Tribe Virgin, 5 on it. You know what I mean? I remember John Capone was doing hella blaps for y'all. Feel me? You know what I mean? He did 5 on it. You know what I mean? I remember I'm off the barrel and the last. Cause I'm putting lead in your motherfucking ass.
Hey, look, Keek, let them know who told Virgin to sign y'all.
Was it you, Yak?
Duh.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, Eric Brooks, right? The nigga Eric Brooks.
Eric Brooks said, "Who's the hottest niggas in
shit?" And Yup said,
"We got an exclusive."
Let them know, Keek. What I say?
Yup, nigga, Yup told him 3 Times Crazy. The next hottest shit coming out of Oak.
Wow.
And they went and signed them niggas. And they already had a report with Tone Capone already from them doing the beats on
it. Yeah. So I remember we signed with them niggas for $180,000. I remember AJ Prevail.
AJ, nigga, yeah.
Yeah.
AJ recently too. He had something to do with the deal too. You know what I mean?
He got the cut. You know what I mean? But I should have got the cut. He handled the business. The thing about AJ, he a mover and shaker. He got relationships with these people. You know what I mean? Sure. So he was the one that was the voice for all of us. Like he got Mac Marley's deal with Relativity, got Drew Down his deal with Relativity, Richie Rich's deal with Def Jam. So he was a voice for all of us up in them offices. You know what I mean? Because he spoke their language and he knew them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. AJ from motherfucking Bill, man. Shout out to AJ.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to AJ. Without him, we wouldn't be signed, nigga. He took our shit to a whole other level.
So it is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So where we going? Because I'm like, all right, come on.
Okay, boom. Okay, you signed a version, right? Now, boom, you and AG in the studio doing hella songs. So when you was cutting school and shit, all them songs y'all was recording end up being on the 3 Times Crazy album?
No, we did a EP first called Sicko.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the well, actually, remember Boss Ballin'? D-Shot had came out with an album, a compilation tape called Boss Ballin'.
The compilation,
Compilation, yeah. We had Hit the Gas was on that compilation. We was rocking all the compilations from Cell Block to motherfucking
Snake Pick. Who else?
Was y'all on Master P shit? Was y'all on West Coast Bad Boys?
We wasn't on Master P shit.
Yeah, we wasn't on his shit neither. He didn't put us on there neither.
Yeah. Master P had, I mean, you know, Master P had already did some scary shit. He had, I ain't even gonna speak on it, but, so,
You did some shit with French braids too, didn't you?
huh?
Hold on, man. He talking about back in the day. He talking about back in the day with 3 times started. Don't you fast forward in time, my nigga.
Oh,
we back with at the start of where the motherfucking seed was planted.
Facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, yeah, so we did Sicko. It was an EP. Yeah, and then all the songs that we was doing, eventually they was on Stacking Chips. A lot of songs didn't make the album and didn't make the cut, but we just had hella songs, you know what I mean? So, and then we did hella new ones too, though, you know what I mean? Like Pistol Blazing with the Miles songs, you know what I mean? You know, Stanky Panky, we hooked up with the nigga Bosco, you feel me? You know, cause Tone had this whole album, then we hooked up with Mike Dean, you feel me?
Facts. Shout out Mike Dean, nigga.
Ooh, Mike Dean was a vicious guy.
That nigga is the boy right now. He been the boy since back then.
Oh, that was Scarface. That's man. All that Scarface shit. That shit. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that nigga mixed the whole Stack of Chips.
Yeah, he's a, like just let y'all people know who just tuning in who don't know the game. Besides Dr. Dre, Mike Dean is the best nigga to mix and master an album in fucking hip hop. Period. That's why Kanye took the nigga. That's why Jay-Z and Rockefeller took the nigga, and so on and so on. He's the best one in the game, man. Period. Besides Dr. Dre, straight up.
And then mix Stack of Chips. You know what I'm talking about? We could stop like right before Stack of Chips drop. Remember I did the 40. 40 wanted me on Hall of Game. You feel me? If it's major, hit me on my page. Hit me on my page.
Right. If it's major, hit me on my page.
Yeah, that was in '96. Yeah. Shit, that remember Pop was on that album.
Right. Yeah, I got it out. You get your plaque?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my plaque on the wall right here, nigga.
You got your shit, yeah.
And you gotta get it. Yeah, come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, look.
Right on, huh?
So you do it. If it's major, hit me on my page. Then when y'all like really like what day did the album drop? And then my thing is this, like what was the emotion and the feeling when y'all got signed, bro? Like where was y'all at? You know what I mean? Like when the Tone or Spence say, bro, we got the deal, come sign a contract, get this bread. You know what I mean? Like how y'all feel and what, you know what I mean? Give me that emotion that day. You feel me?
It was like a motherfucking dream come true, nigga.
Wow.
We was in LA, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was in LA, nigga, when we signed that motherfucking deal. You feel me? It was big. We came back out here, nigga, slick. You know what I mean? We instantly started shooting. You feel me? Right after we mixed the album and shit down, we shot Keep It on the Real in Vegas. You feel me?
Epic video. Video. Free to Gov. Epic video.
Free Gov for sure. Mob.
Then on our way, remember, 1997, the first annual for CZ Ball, when Tyson did Holyfield here. We was in Vegas.
And that's when y'all shot the video?
No, that's when that's after we shot the video. We went to the fight. Remember Holyfield and Tyson? When Tyson did Holyfield here. We was out here. We performed out there.
Hold on. So the same time y'all was out there shooting the video, Tyson had to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, y'all was turning up. That's why niggas was in all that Versace and all that fly shit.
It was lit.
Fight night, nigga.
For sure. It was lit. We was out there deep too, the whole month. Then on our way back from Vegas, we stopped in LA and shot Ghetto Soldier. So shit, we was lit. It was lit, man. It was lit, bro.
How did Oakland feel, like the neighborhood? Like, you know what I mean? Like when you got back to the hood, how niggas felt, my nigga?
When we got back to the town, nigga, the whole town was lit, nigga. It wasn't not one car that drove past that wasn't on that shit. On different songs though. You feel me? The block was lit, nigga. Walnut, we still was out there. You feel me? Nigga, the whole town was lit. You feel me? The whole town was lit. You
Bro,
me?
when y'all came in the game, bro, it's like I told Bone Thugs last interview, not to be over talking my co-host and shit,
all good, yeah.
y'all changed the game, my nigga. When y'all came with that style, that Flow-O-Matic, everybody starts speeding their shit up. I try to do a low sodium, like you hear it on the mob shit. Me and Numb try to do low sodium diet, diet Flow-O-Matics. It didn't work. It's like, nah, nigga, slow down, Turbo. Go back to your style, nigga. But we tried. Everybody was trying to be Flow-O-Matic, nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody went Flow-O-Matic for real.
Yeah, that nigga AG, bro. That nigga right there, man.
He created the style.
Hell yeah, nigga Asian Man created the Flow-O-Matic. Well, we both did, but that was him though. You feel me? That nigga had that already ringing. You feel me? When me and him locked in, you know. So that's why I had to put the on my shit because that nigga was. So I had to. You feel me? I'm like, well, let me and come in on some. You feel me? Shit and just to add to the whole situation. You know. To make us different, you know what I mean? Because I used to rap just like Asia, you know what I mean? Like damn near a nigga couldn't tell us apart. You know what I mean? My voice, but like when I used to flow just like Age. You feel me? And then I kind of got tired of niggas saying, that's you, that's Age, that's you. So I started putting it on it. You feel me? And that's what made me stand out. You know what I mean? It made Age, man, his, you know what I mean? And it gave Bart his own. And it just made the 3 times crazy. That's what made the formula, you know what I mean? It just made that shit dope. It just, you know, everybody brought
Flow-O-Matic, but 3 different angles of Flow-O-Matic.
Yeah, everybody brought some unique shit to the table, you know? Shit was fun, nigga. That was some of the funnest times of my life. I can't lie. The 90s, man.
Bro, the 90s is the best shit. I'm about to do a whole new blog, old school versus new school. I'm about to play all the old school slappers, man. Like, and let these little niggas, you know, judge. Like, is this better than the new school? Because, nigga, whoa.
Man. Come on, yeah. We from the era where a nigga had to rap. You feel me? 3 verses, nigga, and do all the hooks. It wasn't no do. Spit something, then a nigga fly it in everywhere. Nah, nigga had to rap 3 minutes, nigga, 4 minutes, nigga. Feel me? Nigga, we from the era.
No fuck up.
ADATs, nigga, D88s, nigga, 2-inch reel. You feel me? Way before Pro Tools and nigga, come on, man.
Lev had the big 2-inch reels.
Before it was hella easy to just, you know what I mean, say it one time and nigga put it everywhere. You know what I mean? Or just spit the verse and nigga put you first, second, and last. Nah, I'm from the era where nigga had to get in there and rap that shit. You feel me? You know? And not fuck up. You feel me? Shit.
Yeah, because you fucking up the take. You know, we on 2-inch reels and shit. You had to do one take all the way through.
And shit costed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All the way through, bro.
In that era, bro. You feel me, nigga? You know, we came right up under y'all, nigga. You feel me? Yeah, you always been.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, who was that?
Oh, that's me, Lady Divinity. I had a question. Besides the Bay Area, what other like region have you made the biggest impact on?
You saying me or who?
Yeah, for your music. Like, what other area besides? Because you know, and you got the Bay to the A. Did you shout out the A because that was another like big city for you?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the ATL, man. Shout out to Kansas City and the Midwest and Detroit and you know what I'm talking about, Oklahoma, St. Louis. You know what I mean? Shit. Shout out to motherfucking shout out to Southern California too, nigga. LA, San Diego, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Bakersfield, motherfucking. Shout out to all that shit, nigga. Shout out to all, man. We made big impacts, nigga, all through this shit. You feel me?
You forgot 2 spots.
Huh?
Portland and Seattle.
Seattle. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, don't get it twisted, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
We gotta shout out our cousins, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Octavius Miller.
P.O. love me, nigga. You know what I mean? Seattle do too, nigga. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about, yeah. Talking about
Okay.
Tacoma. You feel me? Tacoma,
So
you feel me?
when you see your influence in other artists, does it annoy you or does it flatter you?
Man, it actually, I love it. I love it. I love to be an inspiration for anybody or for upcoming rappers, for new shit. I just love being an inspiration. It don't never annoy me. And I don't never be like, he's stealing my shit or he stole it. No, that shit is, the way I came with it was some just the original shit. You know what I mean? Just from grabbing shit from all my favorite motherfuckers and making a little gumbo mix and doing what I do with it and not wanting to sound like nobody else. So you feel me? I just, I salute that shit. I salute it. You know?
Hey,
Well,
so let,
oh, go
let's
ahead.
take it back. Let's take it back to the history. Let's take it back to the history. So, boom, first album come out, go crazy. Second album. What's the approach on the second album? Because everybody say it's sophomore jinx and shit on the second album. Our second album, me and Num broke up. Literally, we split up. So
That was a dope ass album. Hey, I was on that album. You feel me?
right,
That was a dope album too.
dope ass album, man. After that, we didn't see another Looney album for hella long, man. So
For
y'all,
sure. That was the green tape, nigga. Remember y'all had the green tape, nigga?
green and
I
yeah, the
remember
OG
that.
green.
For
Right.
sure.
So second album come. What's the approach and what's the angle? I know Bart had the motherfucking
we was going through some shit on the second album. So if you listen to the second album, Asia Man ain't on every song. You feel me? Asia Man only on like 6 or 7 songs. You know what I mean? Third album, Real Talk 2000. Asia Man not on every song. I'm not on every song. Asia Man not even on the album cover. Real Talk 2000. We was going through hella other shit. It was a lot going on. Niggas was growing up. Niggas was seeing shit different. Motherfuckers started doing solo shit. You know what I mean? Because I started my solo career like what, 99? You know what I mean? 1999. That's when I dropped Sneaker Cycle. You feel me? You know how this shit be up. You know, motherfucker just grow with the time and adapt with his environment and what's going on and what a nigga seeing and what a nigga doing and having kids, niggas growing up, nigga got mouths to feed. You know what I mean? Maybe nigga got to get a check. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker got to make a check, bro. So a nigga just, nigga just got work. You know what I mean? I never stopped. You know what I mean? As far as with my music shit, I never stopped.
As far as the group though, like the niggas
now,
like
right now I'm on, but from then to like shit, what? Nigga, I never stopped. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I was on
you still killing their ass, bro.
I was on gas. You know what I'm talking about? I was on that gas.
So let's take it back to the group because everybody want to know like what made niggas like start doing their own thing, like really just divide and start doing their own thing because we didn't see no more 3 Times Crazy for a minute. All we saw was you doing your thing. We saw Bart out there doing his thing. He hooked up with a Hustler and a Jacker and Pretty Black. You know what I mean? They started doing their thing, but all we seen was you and him, doing solo efforts, and it wasn't no more 3 Times Crazy. So what made that like split up? You know what I mean?
Asia Man went back to his roots. He went back to doing gospel music, and he stopped wanting to be a part of that shit. You know what I mean? He stopped wanting to be a part of it. You know? It was Asia Man stopped wanting to be a part of that shit. You know? And then it was just like, well, shit. I kind of I started on some solo shit, but I started with him. So when his motivation went another way, then I was like, okay, well, I got to push. I got to be KEAK now. You know what I mean? So I just went full throttle on KEAK. I didn't really look back. I always was trying to keep it lit. So we can always come back and do a 3 times album. That was always my thing was like, I'm gonna keep it lit. And then whenever niggas come back and we like, let's do a 3 times album, we can. You feel me?
Wow.
And then, you know, a decade had went past. By the time I looked up, I'm like, damn, shit, it's been 10 years. You feel me? And, you know, I don't care who you are. You can't just say, fuck it for 10 years and then jump back in that shit like you never left. You know what I mean? It just don't work like that. You know what I mean? Well,
nah, not at
yeah,
all.
it don't work like that. You know what I'm
You
talking
can
about?
take a year or 2 off, but you can't take 10.
You can't say fuck a decade of this shit and then jump back in it. Like, you know, like the eras ain't changed. It's, you know, it's a whole new science to it. Or,
you can't take 6 months these days. Shit.
For real. Real talk.
So boom, solo deals start. You know what I mean? Who was the first label you signed with as a solo deal, or did you do it independent? Like, explain the solo situation, because I'm gonna tell you this, as a solo nigga, you know, it was offered to me to rap a lot. Jay Prince gave me a deal. I wasn't ready to hop into solo shoes. I'm used to doing one verse and doing the hook, and I'm out. A half a verse, I'm out. I'm not used to doing 3 verses and the whole shit. You know what I mean? So what was the temperature like with you being put in the driver's seat, and where was the first people that gave you the solo opportunity?
I hooked up with I hooked up with Cole motherfucking ass, and he had an investor who invested some bread into Modo. You know what I mean? So me and him, we had a good relationship, and me and him just started rocking. You feel me? I did all the music. I let him do the marketing and you know what I mean, and all the shit, and we was good. You know, me and him was 50-50. Whatever I needed, he made sure I was straight. But you know, for the whole time, you know what I mean. And then my thing was, I'm all in the dough, so I always wanted to be my own boss, label, and the artist. You know what I mean? So I rocked with Cole, and I gave him 3 albums. You know what I mean? And then I wanted to do my own thing. You know what I mean? You know how this shit be with these motherfuckers and contracts, and you know, it just a lot of different shit going on. And motherfuckers started not seeing eye to eye, and it was, you know, shit in the game. You know, I had a lot of situations. A lot of people was trying to sign me and give me some bread. Sylvia Rome was trying to give me $1 million. It was just like, I don't know, motherfuckers got label happy. They started saying I was signed to everybody. Motherfuckers was saying I was signed to a hell of different labels. So then the motherfucking major labels were skeptical about signing me because they didn't want to sign me, and then hell of motherfuckers coming out the woodwork with contracts, which wasn't true. I was telling them, you know, I had did a few just like projects, you know what I mean? And but I wasn't signing as a art. I wasn't signing, you know, I had already did that. I knew better than to sign myself as an artist to another label. I'd done that shit already. You know what I mean? And it wasn't the right move. So I knew better than that. So it just went with the different motherfuckers grabbing at me saying that they had me under contracts and all kind of shit. And, you know, a lot of shit happened. My pride was in the way of a lot of shit that I just, you know, with me, the mind I got now, I would have seized every opportunity that came to me. But back then, I was kind of like, you know, I had a lot of people in my ear telling me, "No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that." You know, I just didn't have the right people in my corner, man, telling me what I, you know, looking out for my best interest. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? I would rather not go fully into detail about that shit, but I'm kind of trying to just sum it up for y'all. You know what really went on with as far as with major labels. You know what I'm talking about? But as far as with KEAK, I'm still a free agent, and I've been having it my way this whole time. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't really been tripping. I ain't been under shit. A lot of motherfuckers try to go faulty shit, but I finally seized it and stopped it, and I got it. You know, I'm in control of everything now. So I'm not tripping off nothing, you know.
Hey, one more. Speaking of opportunity, man. Shout out to You know what I mean? Big fans of Relly, man. What was the
man.
what was the atmosphere? What was the atmosphere with you, 40, and Little John in the studio? How y'all came up with that song?
Man, that shit here, man, was fucking epic. Me and Dane Fame was in Atlanta. You feel me? My birthday had just passed. We threw a party at Sweet Jimmy's. It was rocking off the hook. You feel me? Then we went to the ATL. While we down there, 40 called and he called Fame and he was like he wanted to get me on the song called Muscle Card. And to meet him at Outcast Studio, Concordia Studio. So we went through there. I remember Lil Scrappy was there and Lil John. You feel me? So Muscle Car, he had the Muscle Car beat, bum, 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 bum. And I got in that motherfucker and demolished that motherfucker. I wrote a hook hella fast, 4 hours, my Chevy. Tell him I know that's my guy. So I said, then I wrote my verse. The engineer fell in love with me immediately. I'm one take Jake. I'm knocking shit out immediately. You feel me? I had left 40 was still writing. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I started smoking hella weed, drinking and shit. I had fell asleep, woke up, and they was already working on a single for 40. So he had made the boom. He had fucked around and made the motherfucking Tell Me When to Go. Feel me? He fucked around and made that motherfucking Tell Me When to Go beat. And John was like, "You got a hook for this?" I was like, "Shit." We was already on some ghost shit, you know what I mean? You tell me, nigga, I go, nigga, feel me? You tell me when to go, nigga, I go, nigga, what? Nigga been going, I've been going, nigga, what? Feel me? Nigga, tell me when to stop, nigga, I go, nigga. So, boom. You feel me? Feel me? I went in there and did that. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. And then the nigga Lil John came out the cut with Run DMC with that dumb girl. Dumb. He sampled that dumb. That nigga, tell me when to go. Dumb. Oh man, that man must have started throwing shit. He was like, nigga, this is it. This is the motherfucking single. This is it. Then that nigga told me, you got a verse? I'm like, hell yeah. I wrote a verse real fast. I remember I left 40 with both of them songs with just me on the hook and my verse. And then 40 was writing. You feel me? So, it was, Atlanta was big. That nigga Lil John, he was like, nigga, you feel me? He was like, I thought you was a Mexican. Remember the, yeah, that I mean for sure. Know what I mean for cheese. Yeah, that I mean for sure. Man, that shit had broke some motherfucking records. That motherfucking super hypey.
Little John thought you was a Mexican?
He said that. That nigga was calling me, the black Mexican.
What the fuck, man? Lil John ain't cool, man. What the fuck?
That nigga said the black Mexican. You know that I mean for sure. No, shit.
We still in this motherfucker, y'all. Technical difficulties. Y'all know it's raining on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Y'all know it's raining on the West Coast. Gonna let KEAK tap back in. You know what I mean? Nettie, how y'all feel, man? This is epic. Hold on. Let me unmute y'all. I got y'all muted because Lady Divinity was hot. Her mic was hot as shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That nigga was hella.
Hold on. KEAK back.
As fuck. How was that shit at?
Yeah, that nigga you disappeared for a second, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, man, that shit was dope, man. That shit was big. Before
the
I
energy
knew it,
was amazing.
He had finished the songs, and they were talking about let's shoot the video. You feel me? And nigga, they came all the way out here to the town, and we shot that shit. It was lit. It was lit. You know what I mean? I seen it. You feel me? And I was like, oh, it's big. I'm like, oh, it's big. You feel me? It's big. So shit. Man, shout out my nigga, man. Cloud 420 gang, man. My nigga B, you feel me? Yeah, I'm representing B. Yeah. But, yeah, man.
Yeah, but nigga, come on, bro. When you got back to the town and y'all shot that video, niggas showed up and showed out. I'm talking about how many cars came out for that. I had a legendary sideshow, nigga. Legendary sideshow,
nigga. It was nigga AT, the half of ATL was out here too. Nigga, everybody was out here. Nigga, that motherfucker.
Atlanta flew out too, nigga.
Nigga, everybody was out here, nigga. It was motherfuckers from everywhere, nigga. In Oakland, nigga, rocking every location. Feel me? You know, every location, man. You know, RIP to the Mac, DRE. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Talking about nigga, bro.
You alley-oop. You alley-oop the question, man. You alley-ooped it. Boy, you ran it right into the ooh-wop, man. Your relationship with Mac Dre, man. Explain, you know what I mean? Because I know that when he linked up with all of us, man, but y'all was already linked up with him before I linked up with him. So, you know, as far as you and BA and them, you know what I mean? So tell me how that connect happened and how he reached out to y'all and how y'all start rocking. Shout out Mac Dre.
And Mac was a hell of a guy, man. I remember when he first got out, you feel me? He already was on us. That's when them niggas was off that grave digger, a Don Cracker. We split all about my cheddar, square nigga.
Hey,
them niggas pulled up slapping that. Kilo, you know what I mean? Kilo Kurt, nigga Mac. You feel me? Them niggas was nigga Mac loved us, man. That nigga was a fan and he fucked with us hella tough. You feel me? And he was Mac and he was doing his thing. The first song I did with him was called All I Wanna Know Is You Really Getting High? You don't remember that song? Like Drake, Keep the Sneak, nigga. All I Wanna Know Is You Really Getting High? You feel me? That was like in shit. Nigga, that was like in 90, what, 99, nigga? That was way before the movement, brother. That was way before the hype movement before they really caught on. You feel me? Motherfuckers we had been saying hype niggas since like 94. Me and my niggas be hype.
Say that again. Say that again, because niggas think hype started in the 90s.
The first song I did with Mac Dre was called All I Wanna Know Is We Really Getting Hypey? And that was in the 90s. You feel me? And we had been saying hype 3 times crazy since like 94, 95. You feel me? They didn't really catch on to that shit till like when I went solo, and then it was my 06, 05, 06, nigga. You know?
No, you're the king of the hyphy. You're the first nigga that with a song called hyphy, my nigga. Period.
Hyphy, I'm hyphy. You feel me? You know, that shit is just, man, some epic shit, man. It was just a way to describe how we was fucking with it. You know what I mean? That was my way of explaining it. Nigga, this shit we on, nigga. This shit we doing. This shit here, the shit we doing the shit we. Nigga, this shit hyping in a motherfucker, bro. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? You know, it was a hell of different definitions to it. First, that shit was negative than a motherfucker. Like, man, don't something about that hypey shit, man. If niggas gonna be hypey, man, y'all gotta get up out of here. You feel me? So it was so many different definitions to being hypey. You feel me? So a motherfucker put it in perspective and was like, nigga, this is what it is, you know? You know, this is what our movement is, you know? That shit is just like, man, it's a fucking blessing. Man. It's a blessing, man. We blessed by the best, you know? To still be right here talking about it. You know, a lot of us didn't make it, man. I almost lost my life in 2017, you know? Shit, yeah. Motherfuckers blessed to be here, man, you know?
Yo, God bless you, Keek. Like you went through a lot of shit, my nigga, and you still here, bro. Like you been in my prayers, my nigga. Stay in my
So,
prayers, bro. You
you
feel
know,
me? Stay
I
in the
love,
nigga prayers, my nigga.
you
Like
know,
I don't even want to bring back traumatic shit.
Yeah,
No,
man.
I don't want to bring. I don't even want to talk about traumatic shit because that you know what I
We
mean.
don't
That's
got,
personal,
man, we don't got to because it's a blessing, man, and a celebration. You
right?
know, what it is,
Exactly.
baby. Uh,
Exactly. I want to give you. I wanted to always tell you this, bro. You know what I mean? Besides 3 times crazy, you changed the game again, bro. You was the first nigga to come out with a song with just all bass and snare. Now everybody is all bass and snare, my nigga. Including Tell Me When to Go. You came out with you came out with that shit before it was even popular, bro. And niggas is doing this shit in LA and motherfucking Detroit, nigga Houston, nigga Beyonce did a beat like that. Like how you feel to be the first nigga that really put that type of vibe out there?
man, I was I'm like, am I tripping? Or is this motherfuckers on this shit? You feel me? It's man, that shit is just a great ass feeling, man. You know, it's like, damn, okay. You know, I ain't the only one that's feeling like that. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one, man. This shit here, man. You know? Yeah. Man, it's fucking feel good, man. This shit, that shit, man. Make a nigga feel good, man.
What was the
It's,
first song? What was the first one that had the drums in it?
uh, man, rest in peace, Tracks a Million, man. You know what I mean? But
Tracks, my nigga.
man, rest in peace, Tracks a Million. Man. It's super hypey, man.
Super
That
hype.
motherfucker there, yeah, man. It was a few before that, but that put the emphasis on everything. You know what I mean? I can go all the way back to '99 with I'm cool. All right, go. You feel me? Cool. All right, go. You feel me? So, but super hypey, man, put all the emphasis on that shit, man.
It changed the bay, bro. It changed the world, nigga.
You know, shit is, that shit is a blessing, man. You know, shout out DJ Mustard, man. You feel me? Because he felt it. You know what I mean? You
Nah, that
know,
nigga, nah, we ain't doing that. Cause that
you
nigga
know
give
what
a
it is,
nah,
man.
that nigga get the credit to Lil Jon, my nigga. He never say Keek the
Lil
Sneak.
Jon, man, the credit go to Lil Jon. We gonna go on and that's why I said shout out to DJ Mustard. But all the credit go to Lil Jon. You know what I mean? And rest in peace, track some motherfucking music.
But if
You know what I
you
mean?
was the one that put it on the map, how the credit go to Lil Jon?
The credit go to Lil Jon and track some music. Because I did Super Hypey right before Tell Me When to Go.
So yeah, Tracks a Million.
Yeah,
And then Little John. So them two.
for sure. It came from
Right.
out the sweat.
Okay, so shout out DJ Mustard. He got it right. Because that was the one that went worldwide to make niggas pay attention.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, nigga ain't no hater. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I love y'all to death, brother. You know, talking about my situation, man. I can't.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good.
I ain't put hell hours at a time, but I just want to make sure that I dialed in and tapped in and fuck with y'all, man, according to how y'all fuck with me, brother. You feel me? Smoke Fire Radio Network. I love you to death, brother.
I love you too.
You already know we can do it again. Yuck, there's no problems. If we got more shit we need to get on, because you know we do. You know what I mean, nigga? We can go for hours with me and your history and how how long we've been knowing each other and fucking with it. So, I just want to sum up a little 3 time crazy history and keep the sneak history. You know what I mean? With y'all brothers. You know?
Off the top. And with everybody in the world, man. Because this shit is around the world, man. So thank you for tapping in, bro.
Everybody in
Thank
the world,
you.
I love you, kid. Go there.
bro. Got it out, man. I love you.
Hey,
Love
Keek,
you.
give them your socials right quick. Let them know where to reach you at.
Yeah. All right, the real Keep the Sneak, man. The real Keep the Sneak. That's official. No, official Keep the Sneak. You know what I mean? Y'all look for official Keep the Sneak, and y'all gonna see everything I got going on. Support me, fuck with me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I love y'all to death.
Love
I
you
love
too,
you,
Keek.
kid.
Salute,
All right,
bro.
brother.
Thanks for
Good
tapping
night.
in.
I
Yada
love
da.
you, man. Yeah, that was dope.
Hey, that was
Yeah,
epic,
it's
my
real
nigga.
cool.
That was epic. That was epic. I had, you know,
Nettie,
I
you
had,
had some questions.
I
You had
had
some
so
shit.
many fucking questions. So why don't I just fucking talk about them now? God dang it.
I got pissed right quick. Talk your shit right quick. Talk your shit.
Okay,
I got
well,
to
what I was gonna ask him, you know, when I've worked with Keek a lot too, also with the dope game. I was there part of the dope game with, you know, RP Jacka, you feel me? I was there with that. Me and shout out to Rick Lee. We did a CD with Keek, King of the Super Duper Hyphy. Shout out to, you know, all the
You
people
did a
that
CD. Were we
I did an
rapping?
album with me and Rick Lee did an album with Keek the Sneak. Shout out to Dan Fame and May. We put that together. I actually did a DVD that is on GoThereMag.com. Will be on tomorrow. It actually was on the YouTube, but I did a DVD with Keek as well. It shows all the stuff how the hype. It actually shows the footage. If you want to see the footage, how the hyphy movement that, you know, with Keek saw, you know, the vibe of the Little John and all them. It'll be on the GoThereMag.com. So I'm gonna put the footage up there. It's gonna be the Be Legit DVD, and it's gonna be the Keek the Sneak DVD. I'm gonna add them by tomorrow. It'll be up on GoThereMag.com. I'm gonna put all that footage that Keek was talking about tonight with the hype moment. I have exclusive footage that I'll make sure is up on there so they can check that out. But you know, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but Keek actually has a cannabis line. It's called Hyphy Collection, which is involved with Sweets, which is a pre-roll. Shout out to C Majors and Steph, another person that made this interview go down as well. But I actually had Hyphy Collection. The good thing about that is they have a jar that actually has a grinder on top that's freaking amazing, you know. And shout out to all the collectives, the cookie stores, and shout out to Nug, shout out to all the Zen Gardens, all the people that's been supporting Keek the Sneak's Hyphy Collection brand. You know, just definitely want to put that out there. And I want to definitely say thank you, Keek. We did a Snorkel Suiters collabo as well. So Keek is dope, man. We love Keek. Yuck, get back. You done pissed out the Mississippi River. Nigga, was that you peeing on the earth, and that's why it's been raining?
Stop it, nigga. This nigga's crazy as shit.
Nigga, this nigga been pissing on everybody. Nigga, nobody with no goddamn R. Kelly showers out here, you sick bastard.
Hey,
That
man.
nigga had I got peed on it. You better knock it off.
I wanted from all three of y'all. I want to know how y'all met Keek. I'm gonna tell you how I met him.
Okay.
I go first since y'all been talking y'all shit. I knew Asian Man. Like I told you, I met him when he was gospel rapping. I knew Bart from being on 9-0 and Cherry. You know what I mean? Just buying weed over there. And this Bart always being on 9-0, fucking with the delinquents and all them niggas, Pep and all them niggas over there.
Yeah, Vidal and G-Stack.
And we had the motherfucking, G-Stack. I mean, boom. And we had the motherfucking house over there off 92nd and D Street or C Street, one of those. So we was right walking distance. So we was all hanging out around there. So I knew Bart from that. And Bart always was rapping. You know what I mean? We was rapping. And Bart always was busting rhymes. And then boom, they end up with Tone Capone and them. So I meet Keek actually in the studio with Tone Capone when they as a group as 3 Times Crazy. You feel me? Let's get Mac Mean in his my nigga. So I meet Keek actually in the studio with Tone Capone when they as a group. Nigga, put your shit on mute. Put your TV on mute. Let's get Mac Mean in his
What up, y'all?
Yeah, put your TV on mute, my brethren.
What's up, man?
I can't hear shit. Hold up. I can hear you now.
Yo, man, I don't know if you came from a concert party looking like Run DMC over there. And shit.
Stop playing, man. Yo, I just got to Pennsylvania, man. I just drove out here to Pennsylvania, right?
Made it safe.
I literally got here about 15 minutes ago. But I wanted to say rest in peace to Tracks a Million.
I was at a shoot of Rest in Peace Tracks, though. Yeah.
I want to say rest in peace to Jacka. I want to say rest in peace to the
I got you something. Yeah, I'll be back.
I want to say rest in peace to all my people from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout y'all boys out. You know what I'm saying? But I seen Gary Archer over here, right? And I wanted to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Gary, you know we got some stories, bro.
He on this motherfucker?
Gary's in the what's Gary, you need to hit that link. I want to tell
the link. I'm gonna put the link up for Gary to hit the link, man. I'm about to
I got you this, Yuck.
Rest in peace to Jack. Rest in peace to Jack.
Jack, nigga, that match what I got on right now. I need that, boy.
This is yours, Yuck.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I need Gary. Hit that link. I just put the link up again.
We'll have the link out for these with a free go shirt. We can go to the magazine.
Yeah, and big shouts to my boy KEAK, man. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he on stage with y'all at that show, at that last show? I think well,
The one in
what's
the
the
Bay
name?
Area. The one
I'm
that we
talking
did in the
about.
Bay Area.
I'm talking about the last one of the last shows y'all did.
Nah, the last time I performed with KEAK is when we did the shit for Soul Beat.
Okay, yeah, for So Be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah,
that
man.
legendary shit. We could have asked him a lot of more shit, you know what I mean? But I
We're
told him
gonna do enough. We're gonna bring him down to the studio. Yeah, I'm over here live from Bay Area right now, buddy.
no, but I'm just saying, I just wanted to give people the history because everybody just get the, you know what I mean? Everybody want to talk about other shit about right now. Let's get the history of how he started, how 3 Times Crazy
You
started.
ain't talking about C-Rock.
Yeah, nobody knew nothing about C-Rock and
You know
G-Rock
you ain't talking about C-Rock.
and G-Rock. You feel me? So come on, man.
That's
We
not
got to
at
get
all.
the whole blueprint, the whole shit. But
Y'all need a
but
whole documentary on the Bay, period, because that Bay, man. That Bay, man. And you know what's so crazy about the Bay? Y'all was so responsible for so many first things that happened, but y'all never took credit. It was like y'all, as soon as somebody catch on to something, y'all just move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next.
that's
There's
why
just too much
that's why
shit
I
coming out
asked
that
Keith.
Bay.
That's why I asked Keith how he feel about, you know what I mean, him being the first one to do the bass and the snare. You know what I mean? Now everybody doing that shit. And he shouted out Trax a Million. He the
Shout
first
out
one.
Tracks.
And then look,
Trax is from Jersey, right? Trax Million
Trax is from the East Coast.
from Jersey.
What? I thought
Yeah.
Tracks was San Jose.
No, Trax is from Jersey. He an East Coast nigga.
He
Came
moved to San Jose.
Guess who else? East Coast nigga that came to
Too
the Bay
short.
and changed the sound.
Too
Shock,
short.
Rick Rock,
Shock
Shock
G. Shock G.
Shock G.
Shock G and Tupac. They both from the East Coast.
And
You
Too
want to
Short.
know? You want to know the
No.
first?
Too Short is from LA, nigga.
LA, that's right. Now, what the fuck was
This
I?
nigga, boy, you
Well,
gotta
Hey,
that's
know
check
over
this
West
out.
Coast.
Check this
I had
out,
a
though, bro.
mushroom.
I'm the first one I heard from Trax a Million was that joint with him, San Quinn. I'm from the hood, where it's good,
Hold on,
sushi
I
sweet.
think Gary and this motherfucker, Gary and this bitch, man. Tap in. G Archer, what's up, bruh?
Yo, what up,
Man,
G?
Yo,
what
Gary
up
to
with
promote the show.
what up with come on, man? What up with Yuck? What up with Mac Mean? Yuck. Come on, network. What's up, baby? Some
Yo,
legends.
yo, G. I've been telling Yuck like for weeks. I'm like, yo, I got some stories with that nigga Gary. You know what I'm saying? But one story in particular, I don't know if you remember, Houston Ozone Awards.
Woo.
Ooh,
There's a
come
big
on.
fight there.
That was a mainy week.
There, Haji
I
out
love
there.
Haji.
I think me and you drove together. Me, you, and Tone drove together from the Bay to Vegas. Wait. No, that was Houston. That was Houston. You know what I'm saying? For the Ozone Award. We either drove to Houston together or Vegas. I don't remember what
We
it
drove to
was.
Vegas together. We flew
Yeah,
out
it
to
was
Vegas.
yeah, it was the
Flew out to
Vegas.
Houston.
But I seen you out there, whatchamacallit too. You and D and you know what I'm saying? You feel
Man,
me?
man.
So
Mad
Gary
respect for
Archer.
some kids out here, man. We really go out there and get it, man. No one gave it to us, right? Like we part of the bunch to go get it. That's a fact, man. I'm real honored to be a part of anything I've been a part of. I had a lot of great people trust me and some strategies, right? And we was able to go out there and change the world. So that shit was dope. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to everyone we was talking about, man. My brother Trax, Jack, Mac, Johnny Cash, Pretty Black, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like
Shout
so
out to
many
Jack.
people from Oakland, man. Like so many people from the base, everywhere. But we had a lot of people out here got gunned down early before it was cool to be killed as a rapper. You know what I mean? Now a lot of
Yeah.
people like it's different.
Yo,
But
but what I was saying about how the Bay is itself, like y'all are responsible for a lot of the first things. Gary, you done connected with my people in New York. I done seen you all over the motherfucking country busting moves and never really said nothing about it. So salute to you too, G, because you a fucking whole legend, bro. You know what I'm saying?
and I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's hard to be a legend on a interview with Yuck Mouth, man. That's a real Oakland legend, man.
Hey,
Grow
nah.
up as like just imagine me as a kid growing up as a fan, and now this is like my brother, bro. Like same with Mac Dre and all these people that like I do dope shit with. Like being a Bay Area fan and then being able to like become brothers for more than
Yeah,
20 years, it's like incredible. But yeah, Yug Mouth never. I don't think Yug Mouth ever get his really just as much as he deserved, man.
yeah.
You like I'm just gonna say like when the Loonies like what the Loonies did for the Bay Area, I don't think there was nothing bigger ever that changed that much. Like other people were on had different albums, but when the Loonies came out, I feel like it changed.
Yuck don't be wanting that. Yuck don't want when you
It
try to give it
changed,
to Yuck,
man.
We don't want
Yuck,
it.
Nah,
Yuck
nah,
gonna
I
Nah,
say,
get
I
it,
don't
bro.
give
nah.
flowers. I give crowns. I don't give flowers. I give crowns.
My
we love
my
you,
thing
Yuck.
my thing is this, right? Like I love it. This is what keeps me going, right? You know what I mean? So I love it when people, give me gratitude for the shit I do. I do this shit for the Bay Area. I do this shit for the world. And I represent for the Bay. I rap like an East Coast nigga, but I'm from the Bay Area. So I'm representing for everybody. And when I
Right.
do my albums, I got down south niggas, East Coast niggas, Midwest
Mhm.
niggas, and West Coast niggas on every album. So I represent for everybody when I put albums out. Gary Archer could tell you, man, I look out for niggas behind the scenes and make sure, shit could happen for a lot of people. When niggas don't give me my credit, I don't want credit. I don't do it for credit. I do it for the love and for the strength that I want niggas to do what they do. Period. I know niggas is talented out the world, and niggas need to be connected with niggas. And if I can make it happen, I'm gonna make it happen. Period.
Like the
I
KEAK
don't need no
situation. I
credit.
didn't know that.
That's right.
Facts.
I don't need
Nah,
no credit. I'm
I
me
remember
already. I'm me
when
already. I don't need
when
credit
we
for,
was
what I mean, linking
we
niggas up and making shit live. But at the end of the day, the only thing I hate, Gary, I'm gonna say this shit on live. I hate that niggas that had me on that Mac Dre movie.
mm,
You know what I
Exclusive.
mean? I hate that, bro, because I was very close to Mac Dre. And niggas had niggas from LA that didn't even know Mac Dre on that motherfucking
They
movie.
didn't even have me on that bitch.
I
Hey,
that's the
why
only
don't
I
y'all?
thing.
put out
Hey, hey,
That's
$4
the
hey,
million
only thing
Dre
I
albums.
hate. You
why
know what I
don't
mean?
y'all make another? Why don't y'all make
Wait.
your
I
own?
mean
We
like
gotta make our own. We can't have
I mean
TJ
there has to be
Vlad making. We
the
can't have Vlad making some shit about the Bay. Nah, hell no.
We're gonna redo it.
Wait, I missed
Remix.
it. There was a Mac Dre movie.
Yeah,
it wasn't a
It
I
went
movie,
on.
it was
It
a
wasn't
went
in it.
under
I
my
put out
documentary
four
radar
that
because
Mac
followed
Dre
it.
I never
albums.
even heard about it.
that really didn't have his
I
niggas in
didn't
it.
hear. I didn't hear about it at all. No.
That had a lot of fan niggas in it, but not. I mean, his niggas, a lot of his niggas, but not everybody. You know what I mean?
I wasn't in it. Or Rick Lee.
I wasn't in it. Shit, I don't know how,
I
but
wasn't in it.
yeah,
I
yeah, that shit went out. You know what I mean? Period. But that's the only thing that I hate
So
about.
who? Okay, we know who wasn't in it. Who was in it?
I don't
That's
know.
another story. Allegedly.
I don't know.
Allegedly. I know y'all
I
gonna
have
have me do
no.
some research. Yo,
I'm not
Gary,
gonna.
I
I'm
need
not
an
gonna put.
interview.
I'm not gonna put nobody on the map like that. But Gary, give your history in this game. Since you here, man, let them know who you are. You know who you helped in the game, like management. You know what I mean, CEO. You know what I mean, all types of shit, man. Let them know who you are. Let's put the spotlight on Mr. Gary Archer, man, because he done did a lot for this hip hop
Yep.
shit in the Bay
Put
Area,
him on the big
the West
screen.
Coast, and beyond, man. So Gary, talk your shit, my brother.
Man, I'm really just a dream catcher, bro. Like so started off as managing my brother. My brother's Jazzy Jim. He's a big DJ in the Bay Area. We started a record company called Straight Hits back when vinyl was vinyl, and we invented this remix vinyl service where we invented the 8-bar intro. So from that moment, I was a scientist working for Applied Materials, and my brother asked me to come help run his record label. So I come over there, and my first day, he's like, "Gee, you got to go meet all the DJs, send all these records out." So I started meeting all the DJs, and through that process, we had two groups signed. We had Interlude and One Voice. They're two R&B groups, and I'm like, "Man, we got to find a rapper, man. I got to find me a rapper." And then I found Mr. Fab summer after we graduated high school at Mosswood Park, and then we just started building. From 18, we started building. I hooked up with Frank Herrera over at Showcase Magazine, started doing a lot of shit with him. I stayed connected with the DJs. And as we're building with Fab, Mac Dre gets out of jail and he shows up at Showcase one day and he's talking about getting on the covers. And he said, "Man, I want two covers. I want two covers, bro. You got two covers? I want both covers. Who's done that?" So, like, at the same time, he gets a rap truck. And then I'm talking to him about radio, and he's like, "Bro, radio don't fuck with me, Gary." And I'm like, "Bro, my brother does radio. Let's go fuck with radio." So I started helping Mac Dre like push his music to radio, and I'm trying to push Fab his way, and he's like, bro, I'm trying to put on all the Cuddies from Vallejo. And then let's say fast forward 6 months, I want to say B Love's putting out the DVD Need for Speed, and he has Fab on the DVD, and then Mac Dre's like, bro, I need Fab to be a part of this. So that was my introduction to Mac
Hey, no,
Dre.
no, no,
Like,
no. Hey. Fab first song with Mac Dre was on United Ghettos of America, but it never reached. Fab met Mac Dre, KP. You know, hello
no,
KP.
Fab's no. That's the first time I met Mac Dre was in the office of Showcase. Fab's
Heard that.
I'm
because you
telling
know
you. Let me
Nucci
give
was
you
too.
the history where Mac Dre met Fab. Man, Mac Dre was staying at KP house in L.A. You know what I
Exclusive.
mean? They switched cars. You know what I mean? I guess I'm gonna tell this. You know what I mean? Some nigga owed Mac Dre some money, and nigga like give me the car. You know what I mean? So he swapped out. My cousin gave Mac Dre a car, and he left the car that he took with my cousin. My cousin was driving it around L.A. So he met Mr. Fab at my cousin's house, which is Mr. Fab cousin. KP is both our cousin. So he
Yeah.
met him there. Now come to my studio. The first song that he did was at my studio, at my house studio with me, Mac Dre, and fucking whatchamacallit from Tech Nine shit, fucking Don Juan. It was the Don Juan track on his Pro Tools, and he took the whole file and shit, and he never gave me the shit. But his first song that he ever did with Mac Dre was at my house, in my studio, on a Don Juan track from KC. You know, and that's when they first did some music together. I don't know what happened after that, but that's the first time they did, and
Ooh, exclusive.
they met through KP. Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
I
hello.
guess
We all
Gary
know
got to stop
KP.
Oh,
talking
Hello,
to
hello. So like after the Need for Speed thing is when we kind of joined like the Fizz movement. It was before Fizz Nation, and we just started being around them. And because of my connections and things I was doing for Fab, I've started doing things for everyone on the label, Mac Dre and everyone else. During that time, I was also managing Messy Marv. I managed Messy Marv and put out Disobeyish with him and Tattoos and Tongue Rings with him. And at the same time, I was managing Juice when they formed Bullies with Foolies and helped organize those projects.
exclusive. Hey, hold on.
Exclusive.
That nigga just said some real shit, nigga. He was managing Messy Marv. They put out Bullies with Fullies. All that. Hold on, man. This was a mess. It was at the top of the game. Niggas got to give Mess his credit, nigga. He's still one of the
Fact.
top Bay niggas in the game. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about Mess. That nigga changed the game. A lot of you Bay niggas still rap like that nigga to this day. Give y'all credit to the originator, nigga. Mess,
Fact.
nigga. But continue, Gary.
So, because of that, a lot of great shit started happening, right? So, and then, we was helping, I wasn't managing Jack, but I was like helping, we was all kind of helping each other. We all hung out together, all the mob figures, KEAK, all of us. We all hung out together, and anything that was privy to me, I was trying to hang out with them, and everything I learned, I'd bring back. And I was always good at being the translator for everyone. Like I was the one they sent out. Like, oh shit, I could show up and be Gary Sapowski. I didn't have to be Gary Archer. And because of that, we'd be able to get either a real no or a real yes instead of getting the runaround. So that's kind of where we went with it, man, and just kind of orchestrated how we didn't create the hyphy movement, but how we orchestrated it to show the people it.
Who
Like I
created
knew
the
all the
hyphy movement?
DJs. So I knew all the DJs. So I was sending everyone's music around the country. And at least any music I had, I was sending around the country to all the DJs because all the DJs wanted at least a 15, 20-minute set. They weren't going to play just one song. So as I'm pushing a Fab song, I'm like, oh shit, let me throw this Yuck Mouth song in there. Let me throw this KEAK song in there, this Clyde song in there. And so now they have these sets. And because of that, I started becoming big in the world from, just a West Coast creator of bringing, just the culture to the rest of the country. So I've been lucky to do a lot of shit. Got part of the Ozone magazine when I was out. Shout out D-Ray. My
Shout
wife
out
Shout
just
out
Gary.
like she really put me on. Like at first I was putting her on, but now she's bigger than me. But
Salute my
she
girl
she's
D.
she a legend in her own right. But because of D-Ray's pictures, we were able to prove a lot of shit. So I was able to do a lot of dope shit. Like Mac Mean said, by the time I meet him, he already seen what I look like. You know what I mean? So as we meet, it turned into dope shit. So I just represent Oakland and the Bay Area the best I can, bro. And you know, and that's it. Like anyone out there that does music, I got a show on Monday night called the Power Hour. All I do is break fucking records, and all I got is big
Facts.
DJ friends, bro. That's
Facts.
all I got. So it's like I got a lot of friends that rap, but a lot of friends never get at me like, gee, bro, help me push this record, because then I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it just to do it. Like I would love to push a fucking Yuck Mouth record. Like, gee, this is my single. What we doing? Let's push this shit. You know what I mean? Like let's put pressure on the kids. Like too many legends that I know just put music out and let it be what it be. And my hype is I want to leverage our reputation because we're so
Ooh.
synonymous around this country. When we show up, they step aside.
Yeah.
And
Tell
you
them,
know,
Gary.
so I just, you know, I just all my big friends tell me all the time, gee, how come you don't push me? How come I'm like not that, bro? I want to push all my fucking legends more than these suckers that hit me. I only play records because people cry about it, bro, or they're my friend. And you say, yo, bro, this is my new record. Okay, fuck. You know what I mean? So anyone on like that's in these chats that's an artist, bro, don't think you're gonna hit me on Monday, first time meeting me, talking about I'm playing my record, Gary. Like that's that bullshit. And if you're an artist that know me, bro, hit me and be like, gee, this is my record, and I got you. I got you.
I got you. I got a question for you before you get up out of here. I know you're busy. You're a busy man. You got $1 million plans and $1 million deals.
Facts.
How do you and network and Lady Divinity? I got this is, but I'm gonna start with G first. How do you feel about the Bay Area, like really controlling the game, like it's like the hidden hand. Like everybody is fucking with us. We got a lot of people, not the Bay, but just Northern Cali. Like
Yeah, you know what? Another thing.
Hold on. I'm asking G this question first. How do you feel about the evolution of Northern Cali and us really coming into our light right now?
I think there's some greatness in it and some phony ass sucker shit in it at the same time. So I love the evolution of the reach the Bay has and the stars that are becoming stars. I love that part about it. But what I don't like about it is, at least during the era I was coming up, we try to bring everyone with us, and now there's a lot of people doing it solo, like bringing just themselves, and not including their city or their block, and not even repping where they from, and coming from a place where people don't have much, anything they could cling on to is important. So like if you from somewhere and you do something, so that's the only thing that I don't like a lot about it is people think that they don't need people. They think the phone is all they need. And I think the reason why we're still talking about these legends on this video interview right now is because they touched the people. It wasn't digital. We got digital now, but a lot of Bay Area kids ain't physical. All these stars, very few could sell out some shit. Like the boy can and some other people, but a lot of this new age hip hop, a lot of people is not in person with it. So that's why I don't think it's gonna last until they bring the people back in it. The movements happen because the people are included, not because they're listening. So that's my only gripe about it. I think they should include the people more. Because look what La Russell's doing. He's including the people and it's becoming very valuable. And all of a sudden everyone's like, oh shit, we should probably do that. The same shit we've been talking about for 20 years that they think is dead. No, you do physical and digital. Like
Facts.
it just and now people have something to go home with. Change your merchandise. If you're an artist and you selling t-shirts, it's not merchandise. It's called souvenirs. All right. Change the name and charge more money. All right. Let's just start right there.
Facts.
So too many people ain't capitalizing on their brand. They're not leveraging their reputation. Are they getting popular? Yes. But what are they doing with it? That's just my only gripe. But yes, I'm very happy with where we're going.
Who the Blair?
Oh, well said. Well said. Network, how you feel?
Well, honestly, you know, allegedly, if you don't mind me to say a few things, my relationship with Gary, as far as knowing exactly what he's saying,
No. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
A lot of these artists out here don't realize, you know, they're making money. Don't get it twisted. Like Larry June and all these big guys, they're making the money that we all build a lot of ground level shit on. Like niggas have been in some real street shit. Like Black C and all of them have been in some real street shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really been in that motherfucking shit. Everybody, a lot of these artists, a lot of these youngsters, you know, they done seen a lot of shit growing up, but they ain't been in the trenches with that real funk. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few niggas out here like a few niggas like, you know, like the hood stars and the young niggas is gonna really get active. You know, and it's like a lot of youngsters out here is tight, but a lot of niggas is real popular. You know, a lot of people ain't really been out there selling their CDs and putting their posters up and hitting all the Rasputins and the Dimples and nobody. But you know what? I got an exclusive for you, Yuck. I got a phone call today from Facebook people. All the YouTubers are literally about to not make any money no more. They're shutting the whole shit down. They're about to do an announcement. They're about to reset everything out of YouTube. Back at YouTube and them are supposedly doing a deal with Facebook with the metaverse. So everybody, they found out a lot of these people, big YouTubers, were paying hackers in Russia to fucking up their shit. So when the bank in Silicon Valley just went out of business. They had security, they had police out there. People wanted their money. All this, it was just crazy. So basically, Silicon Valley Bank just got audited about where did all this money go? So now what they're doing, they're about to do a reset. So everybody that was paying these Russians for the bots on YouTube and all that stuff, all that's making real money, the real exclusive hackers, it's over. Them $120,000 checks and $40,000 checks, they about to announce it in 72 hours. I shit you not. You'll see. That's an exclusive. I got that phone call today. Somebody told me that.
Good thing we don't got no bots on this channel. We still getting our checks.
Yeah. My shit ain't even monetized. I do this shit for the free 99. It's free game. I get money. You know what I mean? I ain't got to do the extracurriculars, but we gonna do this shit. We got sponsors and shit. We get money. I bought a Porsche off one of my sponsors. So, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Network.
Let's get that clear. Shout out to Network. Shout out to Royal Blunts. Yeah, they bought me a Porsche. You know what I mean? So the sponsorship money is making a lot of money. You know what I mean? But I ain't never got a YouTube check, and I still do this shit just for the viewers, the subscribers. You know what I mean? For the free 99, it's free game, free entertainment. You know what I mean? Subscribe to your motherfucking guy. But my thing,
priceless. It's priceless.
I love because this our chance to bend the block. You know what I mean? And give the niggas a game that don't got the game. You know what I mean? If they got youngsters leading, you know what I mean? You got the blind leading the blind. So if you get an OG out here, a nigga like Mac Mean, a nigga like Network, a nigga like Yuckmouth, a nigga like Gary Archer that could really give them the game, like from the industry to the streets, how it used to be and how to be solid, maybe it would transfer into what they doing right now. You know what I mean? They shooting and killing everybody. Like, that ain't the play. Niggas get punished and disciplined for, you know what I mean, fueling and causing unnecessary beefs and shooting unnecessary people. You get
that fuck the money up. That beef, that unnecessary beef, fuck up the bag.
You get disciplined by your own niggas in your neighborhood. So, and let's shout out to Mexico. The shit that just happened out there at the border. Mexico turned their people in. That's how we used to do it back in the day. If your niggas out of pocket, we punish them. Mexican niggas turned them niggas over. They punished them. They disciplined them niggas. Turned them over to the United States. You know what I mean? I ain't saying in that level, but niggas will come to the hood, nigga. You get disciplined. We need to give the game, and I'm giving the game out. Niggas like us giving the game to the youngsters, they gonna take heed and able to apply that shit. Like my young nigga, my 17-year-old like me, that nigga know all the game. He's apply all the game that I give him. You know what I mean? And he give it to his young niggas. You know what I mean? He give it to his niggas, and they moving. You know what I mean? And they moving on discipline. You know what I mean? And morals and standards and goals instead of emotion and a fake ass like niggas gang banging shit. You know what I mean? You from the hood, whatnot. But how far do that take you, my nigga? Besides the pen and death. You know what I mean? Because niggas will do all this shit for the neighborhood. You ride, die, kill, nigga, kill, steal, drill for a nigga. And then when you go to jail, nobody there for you. Nobody got no money on your books. Nobody putting no money up for you. Nobody looking out for your baby mama, your kids.
They trying to fuck her.
They probably fucked your baby mama after that 9 times out of 10. So it's like, come on, what we doing this shit for? You know what I mean? Just for I think it's for pride. Nigga want to look like something in the hood. Nah, that's my pride. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, come on, fuck that pride and fuck what niggas think about you. Because at the end of the day, it's a jail cell or a motherfucking 6-foot hole in the motherfucking grave. Choose one.
Facts.
How you feel about it, lady? Let's hear some female perspective about how the
speak on.
Which part?
The Bay, how it's blowing
The
up. And
Bay. Okay, I'm really proud of the Bay, and specifically, we know all the male legends, but you see like Kaylani right now is crazy big. Her, you know, we just got
Sweetie,
some cool females that are
her,
also like,
her is killing it. Her
I'm
is
telling you.
killing it, yo.
and she's a
Shout out
Cancer
to her.
like me, so
Her,
you already know.
man, her
I'm
is
like,
beating their ass, nigga. Her playing guitars on the Grammys, nigga, and singing at the same time. Her is beating their ass, nigga. We got so many people that's coming from the Bay that's elevated. But keep on, sis. My bad. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm just gonna say that the female energy too is just really going crazy right now, and it's something I've never seen until like the past 5 6 years. So I mean, besides Keisha Cole, so it's just cool that they're putting the band on the map. And yeah, I hear a lot of influence in LA music too. So yeah, the Bay is finally, I think, finally breaking through and getting that like worldwide new, that worldwide love, because now people from all over are like, oh yeah, I know the Bay, I fuck with the Bay. And I remember when it was a time where people did not know about the Bay. So it's,
Facts. Y'all go to
you
the
know,
beach. Y'all go to the ocean. Y'all surf.
yeah.
Hey,
Gary, oh, I wanted to ask Gary, how did you get into becoming a manager for artists? Like what was it that made you get into that field?
It really was trying to figure out how to get my brother DJ gigs. So really starting to be my brother's manager as a DJ. And then my brother rapped too, but that really was just that. And then I was part of a rap group. We were signed to Columbia back in 1989, 1990. And
Wait, you were rapping, Gary?
yeah, I was part of a group called
hell
Lifestyle.
no, man.
Oh,
Me,
fuck
Smoking
that.
Lot Radio Show.
Niggas said
Gary
freedom.
Archer was a rapper. Let's go.
me,
Excuse him.
me, Repo Dan, and this guy named Greg Newbeck. So I was kind of like the manager of the group at the time. So, ever since then, and then I kind of got out of the business. And then when I got back in, I was like, and the reason I kind of got out because we got tied into a situation where I didn't understand the business. And then that's when I learned, like, fuck. And I didn't feel bad for me, but my friend Repo Dan was so talented. I was like, man, he was kind of betting on this. And it's like, I'm not going to if I know anyone else that's ever talented, I'm going to try to help them find at least the way. So then, like I said, then I was, I've always been a fan of music. So when my brother brought me back in, and then when we signed Mr. Fab, when I found him, I was just, learned it. I was like, fuck it. And so basically, as a manager, I learned to be a marketer, a manager, a promoter, a record label exec. I learned how to do admin, like everything, because it was it's independent. You learn it. And then little by little, you understand how to help other people use their talents to their best advantage, because there's a lot of stuff you have to do when you put out records. And if you have to worry about that as an artist, it's kind of slow down your process, or at least your creativity. It's going to make you upset the next time you make a record. If you, as like you're going through the process, it's frustrating. It's frustrating trying to get attention when you have something real incredible. And so artists want to hurry up and go to their next song. And usually when you have a good team, you sometimes you got to slow down on a song. Sometimes you got to give a song a chance to breathe. And that's what I learned as being a manager, is everything's not immediate. If you
Right.
got a real vision, you got to stick it out. Like, don't sell in your dream for what you could get today.
Did
And
you go to
and
school for it,
Gary,
or you learn as you go? Like
you
kind of
learn
just.
as you
I learned as I go. And now I teach music business class. Like, I just, like, it's
tell
not
him,
that
yeah, G.
difficult. I don't think it's that difficult. But people look at it like it's impossible. That all they say is, "Oh no, I'm gonna put up on Spotify and watch." Wait till they hear my new song. I'm like, there's 100,000 songs a day to get put up. If you're not building the audience, you're
It
fucking
ain't
shooting
going.
yourself
It
in the
ain't
foot.
happening.
Like like if you can't gather 5 people, don't even worry about recording a song.
Fact.
Like that's people got it fucked up backwards. I got these artists on Instagram, they're scared to post. They're on TikTok, scared to post. All this shit that they got in their mind, they think they're Drake already, and they don't want to create a fan base. So and that's what drives me every day, to find someone else that's incredible. I'm working with a kid named right now named Danielle. Incredible young kid. Got 40 million streams on Spotify on his last album, and he's ready to work. He works hard. He goes after fans, and he's incredible. So he uses old school tactics with new school technology. And anyone that could apply that, I swear to God, it's impossible to lose, because everyone wants their high school quarterback to go on to the pros.
Facts.
But they don't want the guy that just talks about it. They don't want to be his friend.
Gary, Gary, let me ask you a question. Gary, didn't I meet you? I met you at with your brother at Hit Records. Didn't I meet you over there? That's where we met, right? That's when
I met you with email. Yep.
With me and you because I had my first record label was in Rogus Records. So my first record label was from East Palo Alto.
And you were trying to get a record on. You were trying to get a record on our remix records.
And then remember when who found Clyde Carson? I did. Remember when I brought Clyde Carson over there? Didn't I find
Who
Clyde
signed
Carson?
him?
I found him. I was managing Clyde Carson.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say that. I also signed Clyde Carson. You know.
Who?
You know, I mean.
You signed Clyde?
No, I was managing Clyde. When did you sign Clyde? Oh, yeah, you took him from me to get my money.
Clyde Carson was signed to Straight Hits.
How did you meet Clyde Carson?
Look, it's probably through you, Network.
Thank you.
No, but they was called, hold on. They was called The Team, nigga.
No,
they didn't have
Clyde
a team.
Carson, no, Clyde Carson was, let me tell you a story about it. We got to get my boy Clyde on here. Clyde Carson, him and his boys Clyde Carson was living in a fucking car. It was him. It wasn't the other nigga in the team. It was my nigga Maine. They was living in a car in a blue Dodge, and them niggas was selling CDs like dope. That nigga, cause me and Email from East Palo Alto, we had Roguish Records, and he saw the shit we was doing with Lawless Records, with Band-Aid and the Hood Stars and all the stuff. And Clyde Carson come to me and San Leandro, and he said at the time, me and Email, we had the t-shirt machines, we were pressing the tapes from the tape machines, and Clyde Carson's like, man, I want you to be my manager, Network. And I said, man, you want me to be your manager? Nigga, have me $1,000. That nigga went out and sold nothing but CDs. Within a day and a half, that nigga came to me with a whole bunch of 1s and 5s and 20s. And that nigga said, Network, here, I want you to be my manager. And then at the time, me and Email was giving you and your brother some money. And I brung Clyde Carson over there.
So look, now I'm glad you told the story, Network, because the timeline has to be, look. Let me refresh your memory a little bit. Let me refresh your memory. Before Clyde and Maine was even anything, I signed Clyde Carson, Mr. Fab, and Preach Martine. Preach Martine
that's a lie.
Preach Martine is Kaylani's godfather. Kaylani used to come to Straight Hits Records when she was a baby. So let me explain this. I was deciding which one of these guys we were going to put out first. So we were starting a group album.
With who? Clyde Carson,
Preach Martine.
Nigga, Clyde Carson didn't even know you motherfuckers. I brought that nigga over there.
Hold up, Gary. What year?
Nigga, tell the truth. I brought that nigga over there. He didn't even know you guys.
What year?
We'll wait for Clyde.
Okay, hold on. So how did y'all meet Hustler?
99, 2000, 99, 2000.
Nigga, how did you meet Hustler?
Bro, probably through Jacker, bro.
No, that nigga was trying to get that D-Ray in the van, and I told Hustler to slow his ass down. He didn't know D-Ray was your wife. A lot of people.
I didn't know they was together all that time.
Nigga, this nigga and D-Ray been married for over 30 years.
Man, just relax, player,
relax. Exclusive, let it all be known, nigga. You're married to D-Ray. Hustler was trying to get that D-Ray. I told the nigga Hustler to slow down because he was flirting with your girl. He said the nigga ain't even sitting by her. Facts. The same night. That was the same. Let me tell the truth. It was the same night they was gonna shoot BA ass when we was at Ambassador's Lounge. Remember we was at Ambassador's Lounge and that nigga tried to come in the back of the van. We was doing dope game. You don't remember that? When we was at Ambassador Lounge and Pretty Black and Jack was like, "Hey nigga, they want to kill BA up in this motherfucker. Yeah. We gotta roll the fuck up out of here." And nigga, you was in the back of the van. We was all getting in the van. I said, "Nigga, BA, I don't think I'm gonna let your ass in." I said, "Nah, nigga, get him here. Let's get the fuck out of here." Remember that shit?
I remember. I remember.
That's another Bay Area exclusive. Nigga, about to been 50 fucking Frisco niggas looking for BA. We had to hide that nigga in a paper bag and get him the fuck out of the Ambassador Lounge.
That's why you're network, right? Did you introduce me to Yuck Mouth too?
Hey, I'm gonna start letting the real stories come out here and let the real what's behind the scenes go there.
I think you introduced me to D-Ray, didn't you?
Hell no, nigga. I don't even know. Nigga, you met D-Ray in San Jose. Shout out to D-Ray, my sister. I love her. Shout out. Go there.
Hey,
nah, it's all good, man.
Slow down, Turbo. You exposing too much game, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? We just had Kick the Sneak on here. You wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Herbal Racing.
I can't, nigga. This is live. The fuck are you talking about?
No, but it was funny because that's when we did the dope game, and it was just a hell of a night that night.
Oh my lord, man.
Gary, when did you get involved with Gager, or how did you get involved? Are you like a half owner?
Yeah, he owns it.
I'm the co-founder of it. Co-founder of Gager.
Infamous salute.
Like 2010.
So you're involved in all the events that's happening. There's going to be one on 420. Is that still happening?
Yep.
I just connected Anthony to John Monopoly, which is Kanye's manager, business partner, and he actually manages like a bunch of artists. So we're gonna see what happens from that. Hopefully, like Big Sean or somebody comes through.
No, that's dope.
Hey, Lady Divinity, I want to be honest with you. Law from Gager is super solid. When I was doing my World CBD Expo, that's the Gager. I owe $32,000. Remember, Gary, I had to have $32,000 in 48 hours. And I was like, Gary, I need this money. And Law said, network, we're going to loan you the money. Them niggas gave me $35,000. I held their money for 2 days. Law put 35 grand in my bank account.
I got to interview. Network. I got to interview you too. Hey, can I say something? Can I say something from the outside? My first experience coming to the Bay, like this is a couple of years before I met Gary. I probably met Gary in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Because we all drove together. I don't know how we ended up in the car because we had like 30 motherfuckers with us. But me, Gary, and Cuzzo Tone from Washington end up in the car together. I had already knew D-Ray from doing pictures and shit and being around Cuzzo and seeing different places. I didn't even make a connection with y'all two guys until we got to Vegas. But before that, the way before I met Gary, when I first got to the Bay in like 2003, y'all had such a closed environment. If I call my brother on the phone right now, right, how excited I was about like being out there. You got to think, I had 20 years in New York. I get to the Bay. By chance, I meet by rapping, battling. I think San Quinn or one of them niggas.
That's how I got my name network. San Quinn.
Yeah, I'm out there with a bunch of like 4 New York niggas. We don't know nothing, and I met them in L.A. But then when they invited me to come to the Bay, this is like 2003, 2004. I'm seeing niggas with big ass fucking glasses with like polka dots on the glasses, mad colorful. I ain't know these motherfuckers on pills and coke and all type of shit. I'm just trying to keep up with the whole shit. The Bay was such a closed environment, right? And what I found so wild and crazy about it is that I learned the music from being in jail and listening to shit like Yuck Mouth and Too Short, and you know what I'm saying? I knew word for word. I never thought I was gonna be out there, right? But when I got out there, what I found so weird being from New York is like y'all hustled. I didn't think there was no. Yeah, I'm ready to start pop locking, Joseph. You troll ass motherfucker, right? But check it out, Mozzie, salute. Salute to all my people that's up here. DBN, you know what I'm saying? Shaniqua, all my people, you know what I mean? But my mind was blown being in the Bay because y'all hustled so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen Cuzzo Fly had a documentary. This is when I was running around with Mr. Fab and Cuzzo and them, right? Called it was Smoke Luminary. They was on the road. Moss the Boss, Ray Ray, JJ, Cuzzo Fly, couple motherfuckers, right? But the illest shit about the Bay is
Cheese.
how
Can't forget Cheese.
and the producer Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on 2 tracks with Cheese that Cheese produced with me and Cuzzo. But y'all hustle was just off the wall. Seeing Richie Rich, you know what I'm saying, with the motorcycles, way before we even knew anything about that shit on the East Coast. When I came back to the East Coast, right, and I told them what was going on, the whole thing shit, and then Mac Dre. I'm talking about once I got hold of Mac Dre. First, before even Mac Dre, I'm talking about Hustler and Jack and Hustler, Shower Posse. I ain't even know y'all was selling mixtapes and all that shit up there. You feel me? So salute to the Bay, because the Bay, I seen the influence of the Bay in Philly, and New York, and Miami, Houston, all places I've been with niggas from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? And way more places, but y'all definitely didn't get the props that I felt like y'all deserve. It was like a jewel up there in the West Coast, in particular in the North. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all, man. Y'all motherfuckers had it together way before we. When I first seen a first grow house, I thought weed came out the bags already. Because in New York, nobody was growing no bud. Nobody thought about that as a hustle or option to make money. You know what I mean? But I'll go to North Richmond and shit and walk up in the straight hood and find a whole operation going on and niggas trying to find ways to make that shit legal and make it work for them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Gary, most quietest motherfucker in the world, working with my man, Microphone Bully, in New York for years. Gary used the first motherfuckers to push us on Twitter. Before we knew what Twitter was, Gary was pushing us. Every morning you wake up, Gary's pushing your mixtape. Gary pushing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, don't delete. Don't delete. I love Gary. We got don't delete on the email. Don't
Oh,
delete.
that motherfucker. Gary was doing before they knew, right? Mr. Fab and Gary and them was doing like this live streaming that we doing now. Back then, it was live stream. It was a ping. It was we had something called a Microphone Bully. My brother from New York, right? Start this shit called Microphone Bully, and we will be like co-hosting the show. You'll have Mr. Fab and them niggas up in the Bay. Then you have somebody in Virginia. Then you had us in New York. Then you had somebody and we didn't have a big crowd. It'd be like 10 people in the whole shit. But we understood the idea from way back then. You know what I mean? Like what this is now, how we do it on our scale, yuck. We seen this shit years and years ago, man. So I love y'all brothers, man. And big shouts to y'all, man. Big shouts to Be Love. You know what I'm saying? Been on the road with him.
Oh, I love
Haji and us. You know what I'm saying? In Vegas, running through me and Gary up in a fucking limousine in Vegas. The shit, we decided not to pay or some shit in the middle of that. Jumped out of the limo, like 12, 13 of us running through the fucking Vegas. Y'all, I have some stories with y'all, man. I love y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all getting the footing that y'all need right now, the recognition with the young brothers. And what you said, Gary, about the legends and stuff like that, really resonating with the kids that's really pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that this is a time where y'all have those conversations like, okay, let's do the Mac Dre joint from our perspective. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that wasn't in it. And probably for some of the ones that was in it. But there ain't nothing wrong with giving your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Y'all live once. You're gonna live once and then die. Big shouts to Jacker. When I ain't never think he was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't here right now. But I guess everybody that's not here right now would love to see y'all take it like that sort of executive approach and say, fuck what we doing for business. Let's do this for the Bay. Let's do this because it need to get done. You know what I'm saying? That's I land with that, y'all.
That was real. I love that.
My
You on
bad.
mute, y'all.
Hold on. My bad. My mic was muted. Absolutely, Mac. Let me throw myself on the screen one time. Everybody been on the screen. Let me throw myself up here. Absolutely, Mac. I think the Bay influence is a combination of everything. You know what I mean? A combination of all the shit that's popping right now, and we don't get our credit, and it's cool. But I'm saluting all the youngsters and everybody that's benefiting off the shit. Because we got youngsters up north making millions of motherfucking dollars, man. So salute to all the youngsters, all the new artists up there doing a motherfucking thing, man. Because it's about time motherfuckers recognize game, man. Period. That's what I want to say about the shit. My question to everybody, man. You know what I mean? What was the impact, or how did y'all feel when y'all first heard 3 Times Crazy, or y'all first heard Keak the Sneak go solo? Because this is a Keak the Sneak interview. This is about 3 Times Crazy, Gary Archer. I definitely want to hear like when the first time you heard Keak the Sneak and 3 Times Crazy, or even met them gentlemen. You know what I mean? So let's get some stories from everybody before we end this shit. You know what I mean? And let's keep it on the topic, man. It's about Keak and 3 Times Crazy. You know what I mean? Gary, how when the first time you heard 3 Times Crazy, Dual Committee, Keak the Sneak? Give us your story, my brother.
I mean, I remember hearing them. I want to say when early '90s, right? So early '90s, I was coming up to Oakland with my friends when the sideshows just started popping off. So during those times and then because my brother's a DJ, they had their record was available in the record stores, the vinyl. So my brother was playing the record. So I didn't get a chance to meet them. I didn't get a chance to meet Keak until he was working with Kobe. When he was working with Kobe is when I met him, because Kobe knew who I was, and he was trying to get Keak a bigger audience. And that's when I met Keak, and I just like fell in love with who he was as a person and everything moving forward. So I was at the same time trying to help Kobe and Keak get on the radio and stuff like that. But I first time, so I met Keak probably 2000, 2001 maybe. That's when I met him, and we've been cool since. But man, that dude's, you know, he started so much shit, so much shit, so much shit. So many people was against Keak the Sneak outside of the Bay Area when we go places, and now like I'm just glad they're catching on. I'm glad they're catching on. Keak the Sneak 3 Times Crazy, man. That's some legendary shit. That's some legendary shit. And then to come to find out he was in high school, like that's just even more crazy.
Hey man, thank you, Gary. Who want to go next? Nettie,
I'll go.
talk your shit, because you got a lot of shit to talk, my friend. This nigga
Well,
Nettie got
I actually have a really dope Keak the Sneak experience.
No, when did you first meet them, and when did you first meet 3 Times Crazy? Let's stick to the topic.
How I met them was back in the day when this dude named Cliff, he had a photo studio up in the town over there on the hill. And Gov, this was kind of the real first time I really met him. Gov had this white Escalade Cadillac that just came out. That motherfucker was hella tight. And Gov was running around with it. No, he had Dollars and Spence the first time I met him. I was fucking with Dollars and Spence. But it wasn't a real meet him because I was like looking up to Keak. Like Keak was I just idolized Keak. He didn't really know who I was. I just thought, you know what I mean? I just thought the nigga was as dope as shit at the time. Keak was as 3 Times Crazy as Keep It on the Real. Like all the shit was as popping and it was as big. And you used to see him at Sweet Jimmy's, Jeffrey's. But I never really fucked with Keak like that, like, you know, until like later. And when I really got tight with Keak was when I had met Al Keys, and Al Keys didn't know what to do with his record company. And I told that fool if he wanted me to work with him, he needed to give me half of Raw Records. And that fool gave me half of Raw Records on paperwork. And then at first that we had what's the name? Pretty Black introduced me to Al Keys. And they wanted Keak so fucking bad. I'm like, nigga, you got to get Keak. And Jacket was that nigga, we need Keak, man. We need for this dope game shit. We need Keak. And because they was trying to make a super group. And and me and Keak just hit it all, but I like always seen it, but we never, you know what I'm saying, we was tight. But you know, it got real tight. And then at the time I was doing the radio shit, I was, getting everybody from the Bay, because at the time nobody was playing Bay on the radio. So me and Rick Lee was getting shit popping. So we had did the mixtape King and the Super Duper Hyphy. And I ended up putting up with Clinton Sparks, and I took Clinton Sparks was mix unit. When they got Keak on a whole nother level, it was one of the biggest mixtapes as far as the Bay that really hit when the hyphy movement was rocking, and that shit was just moving. And I had billboards up on all the Rasputins. I was blowing Rick Lee shit up. You know what I'm saying? I promoted a mixtape like an album. And KEAK was hella appreciated. He liked how I did it and blew some shit up. So KEAK was like, yo, network, I want to give you a whole DVD to you, and which I'm gonna have up there. But yeah, I did a DVD with him, and then me and him just came hella tight, man. KEAK had been in my mom's house, you know what I'm saying? You know, him and my brother-in-law. Shout out to Caesar, twin from West Oakland. Him and KEAK are like brothers. You feel me? So I mean, like I said, I always been a KEAK's like, but you know, like when I really found 3 Times Crazy, that's when I met him when they was really, really solid. When I met him with Cub. That's when I really met KEAK and the whole crew. BA, Angel Man, all them.
Well,
That's when I met him. What are you about, Divinity? What you got to say?
I first met KEAK when I was like doing some urban journalism. Actually,
Okay.
I met you too the same day. I think that was the same night where we
You met
both.
me?
No, Yuck, and KEAK. I met them at the same time, like in person. The same day or same like weekend or something like that. There was like a bunch of events happening, and I was doing interviews. And then I had a TV show called Sugar the Late Show, and it was on the Coffee Network. And that was in Oakland. That was like my first like real TV thing I did. And then I met him again when Yuck hit me up and to do the music video for Still in the Streets. And then I got to be in the music video, and that was really cool and fun.
Right.
Hold up, swole up. She said,
Hold up, swole up.
hold on, let me take you out the middle of the shit. She talked her shit. I was rolling the blunt, but she talked her shit, nigga. That's me and J Hood video. That's our single with Kick the Sneak, nigga. Still in the streets with the mechanics.
Oh, Mechanics is tight. Shout
Yeah,
out to them.
Yeah.
so she the girl, you know, pushing Kick the Sneak around in the video, nigga. She the one, not the skinny one. It's 2 girls, the thick one.
We had the before and after chicks.
Yeah, not the skinny one, man. The thick one, man. But yeah, that whole shit was a vibe. We did it at Ben's Burgers and shit. You know what I mean? That's the first time I met really tapped in with her. You know what I mean? I probably met her before. I don't know. I don't remember, but you know what I mean? Tapped in to get her for the video shoot. She showed up and showed out. And shit, we've been cool ever since, man. Period. But KEAK, man, that's my nigga, man.
I
Like,
love KEAK.
far as like I said, I met him with 3 Times Crazy. I knew B,
Me too.
I knew A, you know what I mean, and KEAK, you know what I mean. That nigga's an animal, man. I like how he described the style. Like he said, he rapped just like Asia. And when you look at when you hear the shit, he go just like the nigga, but he'd throw some shit in it to switch it up and make it different, man. And when he broke that down, I'm like, damn, you right, because them niggas go like brr, 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 brr. They go, my nigga, like brr, nigga, come on, Flormatic.
Super Tree Group. They were tight for the trio. They was tight.
Man, them nigga. And then
Trio
BA
group.
being from New York, you know what I mean? Mac Me being from New York and then coming back like come on. And then niggas don't give BA his credit.
BA's tight.
When BA went solo, that solo BA, what's the album called? Nigga, I don't, nigga, BA got an album. Manny. Manny is fuck, nigga. BA was gassing, nigga. So, yeah, 3 Times Crazy. Legendary shit, man. Period. Bay Area, man. Like Gary Archer was saying, Fab, legendary. Fucking Mac Dre, legendary. 3 Times Crazy, legendary. You know what I mean? E40, legendary. I'm talking about the niggas that really control, like the team. All these niggas that really, Federation, all the niggas that really made the hyphy movement, the Thiz movement, really lit and brought the eyes. Gary, talk about that deal that Mac Dre had on the table, man, because niggas don't know before Mac Dre died, he had some millions on the table, bruh. Let them know about that.
So Mac Dre definitely had some deals on the table. Some majors was popping around, but they was only talking a couple million, right? And Mac Dre was like, man, that was at the same time Cash Money and them got they 100 million. So he, you know, his whole goal was I at least need to be able to get enough to give everyone $1 million. He's like, man, if they give me 20, 30, I'm taking it. Then everyone get $1 million, then we could all do our thing. That was always his goal. It wasn't like he wanted to be super rich. And anytime he ever got his money, bro, like his deal with Walter, he got 100,000 every time he turned an album in, and he'd be giving that money out. He'd be buying a car, giving a car to someone. Like it was, he always wanted to put on for everyone. That's why the Thiz even started like that. You know what I mean? He was just too much talent, too many of his friends. You know, everyone's in the feds. They get out, and he's like, "There's got to be a different way. Let's push this movement." And you know, shout out Andre Nicotina that showed us these college towns and the way to go after it. Like, yo, go grab these fans. You know what I mean? You're already a legend where you from. Go grab these fans. And that's when we started moving around to different cities, the Fresnos, the LAs, the Las Vegases, the Portland, Seattle's, Kansas Cities, all these places. And, you know, just started setting up home. And it's just, you know, incredible times, bro. So like I said, yeah, there was a few different labels. It was before we even, you know, before the hyphy movement. Like there was no hyphy movement even happening. So it was early. But they seen it was during the time like right when I want to say Ronald Reagan, between Thizelle Washington and Ronald Reagan, around that time.
Yeah, I had Atlantic on the table, right?
Atlantic on the table, yep.
And then Mac Drake passed in the middle of the deal.
Yeah, because he wanted more than that for his people. Because then he didn't want to get like he wanted to be big. Like his whole thing was like all like not his friends but his rap friends all have deals. Like you know what I mean? Like Richie had a deal. Everyone signed a jive. And then, you know, he's like, fuck, bro, like, we need to get a deal. We need to put everyone on, though. I want a deal where I can put everyone on. Like, E40 had his deal, but he didn't put everyone on. He didn't feel. He wanted to put everyone on
Yeah.
that he loved. So he was like, yo, this ain't the right deal for me. And like I said, he was looking for, like, that 30 million piece. I think he would have got it 2 or 3 years later.
I never met Mac Dre, but I'm gonna say that he has a lot of characteristics like typical Cancer, because we always want to give back. We always want to do what we can for our tribes. So that's cool. And we have the same exact birthday too.
Oh
July.
wow.
Yeah.
Exclusive on Smoke A Lot Radio.
I was only like in middle school when he passed away, though. Yeah.
If you would have said like elementary, I would have jumped out of this room.
I'm gonna tell you this, Gary. I'm gonna tell you this. When they had that show in Fresno, nigga, I got arrested on the way coming back because I tried to drive back the same night off ecstasy. So I'm doing 1,000 miles. That's when I had the 650i, the drop top, the gray one. So I'm speeding down that motherfucker. They blurped the nigga, man. Nigga, they took a nigga to jail, all type of shit, man. I had to have wifey come and grab a nigga and shit, get the car out of impound, hella shit, man. But I think I had what's her name? The white chick. What's her name? I think it was a concert and everybody
Wendy
was
Day?
like Wendy Day. And Wendy Day was trying to make a play to where everybody in the Bay was trying to get up under the umbrella. And that's when I was like about to leave rap a lot. Dre was like, if you come up on this motherfucker, we could get some millions. So I think he was trying to bring everybody up under the umbrella. Can you explain that one? I went to that Fresno show. You know what I mean? Was you there that night?
Yeah, I was there that night. I mean, because, you know, Wendy, I mean, if anyone's, you know, like I can't see on the YouTube comments or anything, but anyone to know about Wendy Day, she's the one that brought Eminem to Dre. She's the one that got Cash Money, both their deals. Like, she's the master at keeping equity. So her whole thing was like, she came out to the Bay and was like mesmerized of how much the fans like the energy the fans had. Like she ain't never been anywhere where the local people had that much like energy behind them. Like fans just loved normal people, but they were just part of the movement. She was like, that's worth way more than a record deal. So she wanted to help organize that. So our whole goal was, let's bring our other big friends and let them own their equity, and let's go. Let's all get this deal where we own the equity. And that's what we were working on.
Dre brought that to the table to me, like, bruh, we could all do this shit, nigga. all up under one umbrella and get hella millions of dollars. So I came out there like, fuck it, we gonna do this shit up all up under one umbrella. You know what I mean? So Dre was trying to look out for everybody, not just his niggas that got out of jail, nigga, for the whole Northern Cali, nigga, from Sacramento on down, nigga.
Off
Period.
top.
There's Latin,
top.
everybody. It ain't never been a nigga in the Bay to unify the Bay like Mac Dre besides the Jacker. Period. When Mac Dre died, the Jacker kept the shit lit. Am I lying, Gary?
I'm not lying, man. Rest in peace to both them legends, man. Man, anyone, and that's why anytime anyone talks about him, this is what even you, like even KEAK, it's like, you know, when you've met a superstar, bro, like the people we're talking about made normal people feel like superstars, and that's why they feel so special to the people that's met them. They're like, man, that moment feels so special, and both of them had that. And like Dre and Jack both would fuck with anyone, any nationality, any race. If you was cool, I'm cool. You smoking weed, I'm smoking weed. Let's go. And through that, incredible opportunities came around, right? And that's all. And you start to realize inclusion is only cool if you already got it. So why not open it up? And that was always his motto. Because at first it was just Vallejo. Then he's like, nah, let's find the best from all the cities, G. Let's go get them. Let's go figure it out. Let's bring them into the family. But they got to be part of the mob. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of people that could have made it that didn't make it, because there was a lot of background checks that people took a lot more serious back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had to have a real rep.
Hey, for real though, this new shit. Hey, you could have that shit on your coat and still be dope. You know what I mean? Back in the day, nigga. But I think J Diggs still standing on the morals, because you know what I mean. He still separates from niggas who he feel like own that. So he's still from the cloth. Like real niggas from the cloth is still going that way. You know what I mean? So shout
Absolutely.
out to Diggs. Shout out to motherfucking Kilo Kurt, because I want to salute them for just keeping the torch lit. Because after Drake,
definitely kept the torch lit.
No, and Mac Wanda, like
Mac Wanda.
Yo, come on, man, it's amazing. It's like Drake's still alive, man. The vibe is still there. They keeping the name alive. You know what I mean? The whole thing is entertainment. The whole shit is still lit to this day, man. So salute to them. But the unity that we all had together, that shit gone, and that's the only thing I don't like about the Bay. Like you said, Gary, it's clicked up. It's a nigga. It's him and his niggas. It's this one and this niggas. It ain't all of us together like how it used to be. Even back in the day, in the 80s and the 90s, we always fucking with each other. You know what I mean? Period. So I don't think
we was all clicked up, but we still brought together all cliques to make a bigger clique. You know what I'm saying? That's what we seen. Like, hold on, bro. Like, we didn't feel competition in each other. We thought bringing someone else dope made us doper, right? That was just our move.
We thought we was putting on for Northern Cali. We wanted to be heard. And this shit is coming out of Northern Cali. If we got to form boat trying to make this shit be heard, fuck it. Black lion, yellow lion, green lion, red lion, nigga, blue lion. Form Botron. And that's what Mac Dre did. That's what Jacker did. And then shout out Burner. That's what Burner did.
Shout out to Burner.
Niggas kept it going, bro. Period. So come on, salute to the niggas that keeping that torch lit for the Bay. And then come on, continue. 40 and Short. 40 never stopped putting on for the Bay. Short never stopped putting on for the Bay.
Young
Give it up to the big dogs. You feel me?
Fabby Davis. Fabby Davis made it from the mud.
Fab is the ultimate.
Fab is the ultimate.
Nigga, Fab, if it was a motherfucking Bay Area like statue, it should be Fab.
It should be Fab.
It should be Fab, nigga. That nigga should be downtown Oakland, a statue of that nigga. He's everything about Oakland and Northern Cali and one nigga. Facts.
Gary's phone must have died. Facts.
No, but no, come on, Alley-oop. Come on, Fab. Fab is that nigga, man. And as Bay Area niggas, man, I'm that nigga, you know, pop my own collar, network, go there, magazine, you that nigga, pop your whip, you know what I mean? And little sis, you getting there. You soon gonna be that bitch, you know what I mean? Like, hey, Big Indy. That bitch.
Big Indy.
You feel me? But
oh yeah, we getting there for sure.
Let's do a sum up. Let's do a sum up, man. All in all, how did y'all feel about the KEAK the Sneak interview before we get up out of here? You know what I mean? Did y'all learn something new?
I learned something about him, C-Rock. I didn't know that.
I never knew that neither. That's why I always like to go to the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I learned something new, but I also just like to hear the come up story, like, you know, in the beginning of like the hyphy movement. That's always cool.
That's why I wanted to take it back to that, because I know KEAK do a lot of interviews and everybody want to talk about, you know, the tragedies and shit instead of how it really started. Nobody knew this nigga. This is the first time I knew the nigga played baseball. I knew he was with the Dynamites. He said, nigga, it started at Greenman's Field. Nigga, Greenman's Field. Nigga, that was the motherfucking field where all the little league was at, across the street from the field. So we was baseball the fuck out. Nigga, the field is right across the street from the field.
Period.
Straight up. We little league the fuck out. So
look at the comments. They see my background pic. They're like, shorty background pic fire.
Oh, yeah.
You guys told me you guys couldn't see it, so I was all worried. Thank you, whoever said that.
No,
I'll tell you this though, Yuck. I'll tell you this. I mean, it was just a blessing night to have McMahon, Gary Archer. Gary Archer's a big pioneer of the game. You know?
Oh, pioneer, man. Shout out to Gary Archer, man.
Shout out to Gary, man.
That's why I wanted him to give his story out. You know what I mean? Like, look, come on, this nigga's a mover, not my brother. My brother is a mover and a shaker, bro. And he's married to the bombest chick from the Bay that helped all of us, D-Ray, nigga.
Love D-Ray.
That's the ultimate power couple, nigga. They helped us all, nigga.
When you were saying D-Ray, I kept thinking about the comedian. There's a girl named D-Ray.
Yeah, his wife.
Oh.
That's my sister, and I saw D-Ray Instagram. Check her out.
Yo, D-Ray is the shit. Are you don't know? Like, D-Ray was on Ozone magazine, like Source magazine, taking pictures, like all types of shit. She was like a photographer for the day. That
and the Jabberwockies, and all the Jabberwocky pictures you see there at Vegas, that's all D-Ray's pictures.
D-Ray is legendary, man. Period.
You know what?
In there, all that.
Do you guys think that there's enough females that came out of the Bay?
The females are taking over the rap game now. That shit's over.
The females is lit. The females more lit than the niggas. I'm gonna say that right now. The females,
a lot of these niggas acting gay or snitching, and the females is harder than them, and they taking it over, man.
Nah, the females beating their ass. I hate to say it. Y'all gotta put out straight to somebody.
Gorilla, Spicy.
The females beating y'all niggas ass right now. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna say her and Kehlani are just holding.
Kehlani's dope as fuck. Period.
I know. Did you hear that new song with her and T-Pain?
Off the Hook.
It's like the best song ever. I hear it. I listen to it like 5 times a day.
I'm gonna tell you this. Her is the biggest representation that's coming out the Bay. Period.
Well, you know she's Filipino and black, so she got those. Ain't she Filipino and black?
Yeah, she's both.
Yeah,
she's Filipino. That's why she looked like that. I knew she looked like a little exotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's Filipino and black.
I'm gonna stick my son on her.
That's a lot of people compare us to get. A lot of people compare like us for some reason. I'm not sure why, but
they compare you and her.
Yeah, they always say like,
I see her as you guys look alike. I swear.
I never see her with no sunshades on. So
when I wear sunglasses, people do say that.
Have you ever got an autograph? Yeah. Christopher Shane?
Okay. I never seen her with no sunshades on, so I don't know how she really looks. She always got them.
She looks like Lady Divinity.
She's pretty.
She got a little China face.
Yeah, she's pretty. My mom is Creole, and my dad's Negro.
My mom's black and my daddy's big dog.
My mom's side of the family hella white. My dad's side
is nigga, Ville nigga.
Hey man, my daddy was as BGF nigga. So come on, my nigga, real official tissue, nigga. I'm from the field.
Nigga. You make that Negro with that Creole, get the Texas Bama.
Okay. Okay. Shit. Hey, sis, before we get up out of here.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about the show. You got a big show this weekend, Yuck. And
big,
Temecula.
big Godzilla show. And we got another show. Ain't we doing Thursday? Or we ain't doing Thursday.
I'm talking about our shows. We got Chill from the Compton Most Wanted. I'm talking about your performance show.
My performance will be in Temecula at the Shooters Bar and Grill.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, March 18th, man. Pull up, show up, and show out.
It's $20, not $30 now. We giving love. Y'all give it back.
Oh, man. Anyway, $20 at the door. You know what I mean? Whatever you seen on the flyer, that shit discounted. Loonies, Temecula, Shooters, Bar and Grill. Pull up. Wine Country, y'all ain't doing shit. We bringing entertainment to the wine country in the storm.
Hold on, y'all got a surprise guest. Don't tell him yet.
No, we ain't gonna let them know. Come to the show and it's gonna go down, Charlie Brown. You feel me? Yada.
Now, on another note, our show Thursday, we got Chill from America's. We got Chill from Compton's Most Wanted.
That nigga said America's Most Wanted. I caught that.
They looking for that nigga. You better get that nigga off that man.
I got that. That nigga was ready to say America's Most Wanted.
I was too.
I got that nigga.
Goddamn you, yuck.
Smoke a Lot record fumbles, nigga, bloopers, nigga. Okay, make your announcement. Rewind.
Oh.
Hey, mama, I want you to come on and get this garbage out.
Don't forget that Smoke a Lot Radio is going to be on Big Indie TV really soon.
Hey, and Roku.
This shit up. If we ain't monetized, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If we ain't monetized on this goddamn YouTube, we gonna figure this shit out. Period.
Yeah.
We coming to audio. Shout out crowded streaming. We on crowded streaming with all the audio on all the streaming platforms. We coming on Big Indie. We gonna be on two. Sis, tell them what we gonna be on fucking with Big Indie.
Big Indie, you're on Apple TV, Amazon TV, Roku TV, and Android TV. So you're on 4 networks in one.
A total of 3
and
million.
We're about to turn up. And yet we have over 116 countries access. And on top of that, we're going to be the next Zeus because, yeah. And we have Big Indie News, where you can get your press releases written for you and published.
Facts.
Great.
And guess what?
Now look, I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about promotion deals.
If you want to get down on the show,
if you want to do a sponsorships, hit the Smoke a Lot Radio DM. The sponsorships is ill. You know what I mean? You know, it's going to be grande. You know, go do your research, man. If you go to Complex Top 5 Hip Hop Podcasts, we number 4. You know what I mean? If you go on the motherfucking look at the motherfucking charts, we number 25. You know what I mean? On the top 2,000. So go do your research. You know what I mean? Don't let this YouTube page, you know what I mean, distract, you know what I mean? This is a startup page. These numbers on YouTube, fuck them. Go to Digital Soulbox and see what we did on Digital Soulbox. Go to Be Real TV, see what we did on Be Real TV. Then do them numbers and then come back and holler at me. You did. Yes. You meant you. Yada.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram.
Radio.
Lady Divinity. And if you need a billboard or any kind of marketing or promotion, follow Big Indie Presents or Big Indie TV if you're a filmmaker or a content creator and need some distribution.
Oh, hold on. We're looking for videographers too for our shorts.
We need a motherfucking editor. Any motherfuckers that's out there that's in film school that's really working a wiggle, we need an editor that do our shorts, our edits, all this shit. We putting a motherfucking ooh-op out there. Hit us in the motherfucking chat. Give us a motherfucking ooh-op, a DM at Smoke a Lot Radio, or hit us in the chat, this motherfucker, Facebook, whatever. Hit us back. If you in the LA area, we need a motherfucker. If you in the Bay Area, if you're on the motherfucking West Coast.
We looking for news reporters.
And we could get that bitch back within 24 hours. Yeah, it is. Holla at a motherfucker, mate. We gonna promote you and step your company up. We gonna shoot product. We gonna shoot motherfucking business to your company. You hook us up, we gonna hook you up. One hand, wash another hand. Two hands, wash your face. Let's go. Yada da. You been too. You feel me? On that note, we out this motherfucker. Another episode of Smoke a Lot motherfucking radio. We see y'all motherfuckers on Thursday. Lady Divinity Network, the motherfucking Human Rolodex, the motherfucking what do you mix with again?
She Cherokee, nigga.
What is she? What do you mix with again? I gotta say something. What?
She Chinese and black.
Who, me?
Yeah. What are you mixed with?
Creole.
The Creole Caribbean Queen, Lady Divinity, Smoke a Lot Radio. You bitch you. Subscribe to your guy. If you love content, make a motherfucking donation because this is free 99, free game, and free entertainment. You bitch you. Period. Hit the motherfucking Cash App right motherfucking now. If you ain't got no money, and I know you got money because it's tax season, quit playing with a nigga. Hit that motherfucking Cash App. Support the motherfucking mission. We on that mission. Get in. And if you ain't got no money, if your taxes, you know what I mean, you had to pay taxes instead of get tax return, hit the motherfucking like button, hit the subscribe and support the motherfucking channel and the movement. You bitch you. Yada da. Quit playing with niggas, man. We get niggas real entertainment, real content. We ain't shitting on niggas. We ain't talking about the dead. We ain't talking about Chinese people, Jamaican people, Mexican people, black people. We are not doing none of that shit. It's just good content, straight to the motherfucking point, all raw, uncut. Period. No shock value. And we will be at the Coin Academy on Thursday. You bitch you. Yada. We out this bitch. Smoke a Lot Radio. Bye-bye now. Yada. Shout out to the chat. Shaniqua, Miss Brock, Miss OG Mozzie. Nigga.